hello.
Wow.
Wow.
I gotta go.
It's D&DDT.
That's a bad sign.
you know what time it is.
Time to die.
So, I'm your DM. Your King Ginger, Ben, Ginger Giant, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. You can call me Al, I guess.
He loves it when you call him Big Papa.
Yeah. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player.
I actually have a potion of ginger giant strength. Just remember.
So it makes you have bad knees and sleep terribly?
Yeah, that's why I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, that's an after effect. It takes a while.
All right.
2 months of exhaustion.
We are going to quickly go around the table. I want everybody to introduce themselves, introduce their character, and let me know the last thing you remember from our last session, because we're going to get right into the deep water tonight. By the way, does anyone have inspiration before I go all the way around?
Yeah.
Mike says I do.
Mine says no.
I'm sure I used mine to not die.
I've got 5.
Thank
Multiple
you.
Also, thank you to
Inspiration.
Sirenscape, as always, for the ambiance. You Rule and David Richardson on, what is that, Bandcamp, for all the music. So.
One time at camp.
Good lord.
No.
No. See, I didn't even finish it.
Nah, fam.
Yet.
All right, let's start it up.
Who you want to start with?
That's not my decision.
Usually, yeah. It's kind of your decision.
You go first.
Okay. I should probably turn. Face this thing. Alright, I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Roya. She's a Vidalcan princess. The last thing we remembered, or what happened?
The last thing that happened.
Fought a banshee with Allie with magical dresses, and I got a bunch of stuff from my stalker. Thinks he's my boyfriend guy.
He is your boyfriend.
He is not my boyfriend.
His name is
he
the Moonlit
thinks he
King.
is. Yeah, I'm not going to use his name because he hasn't earned it.
Well, you're gonna have a long time to get used to it. So might as well start.
That's a weird line to.
Just saying.
Said
I'm
both
not
Sam.
going to use his name because I don't like him.
I don't like him that
I
way.
don't like
You
him.
give him like a really
He doesn't
lame,
like you
normal
either.
person name. You should
That's the
call him,
problem. He likes me a little too much.
You should call him like Leonard or something.
Start
You get
calling
his
him
name
Len.
wrong all the time.
Oh, that should be great.
Call him
Steve,
Leon,
Kevin,
Raul.
Peter.
Raul.
In the truck.
Raul.
Bringing it back full circle.
Full circle.
I'm Torn Nerexius, Dragonborn Ranger. I was actually not here last time, but what my character was doing was recovering in a temple and managing to somehow survive this one.
Hopefully.
Same team, man.
You know, I may not.
You're saying same
I may
team?
not have been here in person, but I've watched the episode, and Torin was 5 feet away from you that whole time.
Oh.
So
Also, it may have been the leave him behind. He's dead weight.
yeah,
and
the
helps the
that I
helps your
overheard
argument.
amongst the other things.
Would I say something like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you-
100%.
I'm the most
Believe it or
team
not,
player.
there's like
That is very on brand.
footage of you saying that.
I am Orton Vite, resident international deathmatch guy.
National.
Playing Magnar Steelsaw, Goliath Wizard of the Divination variety. And I currently am just trying to get back to my team and help out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Help out's a funny way of saying murder.
Look. Man.
Hey, man, you get your damn hands off.
Off her.
Like your opinion, man. I'm Warrior. I play Balder, Fertile Warlock. Last time on Domains of Dread, I was having a lovely dinner with my patron.
Lovely.
It's probably fun.
That's probably fine.
Oh, you were fine. I am Nate, your D&D ringer. I play Kortosh, a Kalashtar druid, who was almost murdered by a room of armor and swords and things. Luckily, our mage friend helped me out, and I did not die. And I found some fancy stuff.
Yeah, sorry about bamfing out last time, by the way.
It's not on you.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. I just woke up in a pit.
You fell into the pit.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
Fell into the pit.
I'm Shannon. I play Allie. She's a tiefling bard, and I have ghost titties.
Yes, you do.
That's true.
Canon.
That was a thing.
I do not like that look. One bit.
There was a whole hashtag.
It's not going
on
to come
it.
up tonight, but it'll come up in like 2 or 3 months.
This is what happens when you accidentally make something and then realize how embarrassing it was, but also brilliant. So-
It's pretty great.
and you're also accompanied by 2 NPCs currently. Diana Didier, who is currently with
Murtaugh.
She's with me.
yeah, Core, and Alzina, who
Is not with.
was with Magnar,
Well, we're going through a
but-
tough breakup right now.
but is currently assisting Torin.
Let's just say things ended a little ugly.
Just a
It
little.
wasn't,
A little
it
messy.
wasn't the cleanest breakup I've ever had.
It's all a misunderstanding.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, didn't like.
And then
It's like the relationship,
You just
short
ride
and
it.
volatile.
Yeah, you just go with it.
Who's in Torin's card?
Because you wasn't sure it wasn't attached to
it's
the wall.
probably because you expected me to kill him in the last episode, but I showed him mercy.
Okay.
I'm missing a couple.
Gonna stay in the
Okay,
camera,
I heard you
guys.
saying that, and I was like, that's definitely something that they wouldn't be like. You have to watch the episode to find that out.
Right.
Unlike the off chance that they show up and like, no, dude, you died last
Look at
time.
that green tablecloth.
Like, ah!
Why are you here?
We thought you were.
Watch the product.
The green
Right. Like, oh yeah, you died last episode.
I mean, that is literally what you told me when I asked if anything interesting
Okay.
happening
So
happened last time.
let's. I would like you guys to roll a dice so I can know where we're at and what
A 20?
order we'll go on.
Just any dice.
Yep.
Okay.
20 or any dice.
D20, please.
Roll the big one.
All right, that's a 15.
Natural 20.
Look at the big rolls on that guy.
Start
Coming back hot. And now it's natural ones the rest of the night.
Torin. Who had the next number?
I'm 12.
Are we
I also
adding
rolled 12.
anything or
No,
straight
just
dice?
flat dice.
Because we're a team.
That was gonna
Not in
say
this
fine.
game, but we are.
Flat dice.
In
That's
real
what-
life.
Then I had 15.
15.
Been a pretty good run.
My
of
AC is
initiative
also
for the
now
last few
18 with all
sessions.
that fancy stuff I got.
Wow.
I know, right?
Who's next?
12.
Also 12. Yeah.
I'm an
12
11.
bros over here.
Who'd you get?
8.
We're fine.
Number 8.
We have really cool things he gave us.
We do. We do have cool stuff.
Okay.
I need a lot of identifies though.
Yeah. Right?
Hope your titties
So-
on me after I kill
Just.
So, Torin, you come to, and standing above you is what appears to be a statue of Vethmern in human form, but it is
Oh, yeah.
leaning down,
Whoops.
and there's kind of a soft greenish hue on the stone, and you look down in the spot that cavity in your chest is still there, but it is no longer that rot.
Mhm.
Um,
Like a bruise kind of
it's like a bruise, but it's like an inflamed red.
Sure.
And you can feel just this pulsing energy in it. Alzina is checking on you, and you feel this overwhelming need to grab her sword.
Oh, Xena's sword? I thought she had axes, didn't she?
Oh, axe, I'm sorry. It is an axe.
She's got a battle axe.
Can I try and
Flaming
like?
battle axe, correct?
Can I try and?
No, she's got a flaming longsword and a battle axe.
You feel like grabbing the sword.
Okay, sure. Can I try and? So, am I like able to speak right now, or am I still too like out of it? To
You're
speak.
grunting in Draconic.
Okay.
Broken
Because
broken draconic.
It's hard to
The
say.
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Okay, so since I don't know
He has bad credit.
that she can understand me, I certainly draconic. I will ask her, or I will say to her, sword. Just sword. I'm being unable to.
She does not speak draconic.
What is that?
I will try and then reach out to the sword in a non-threatening manner as possible, asking her if I can see it.
You reach out and the flame ignites in it, burning the actual sheath off, and you see this transference. The green of you is gone. It starts to pull and pulsate, and your scales, those slight green tints, all start to move. The red passes by, and the green passes into the sword, and the green and the red passes to you.
Do I feel anything?
You feel that fire within you burning even hotter. Like, you feel a rage, you feel this very strong connection to your draconic self, and you feel a strong sense of loss when you look at Vethmorn.
And I wasn't aware of anything that happened at the end of the last episode. As a player, I've watched it, but as a character, how much can I let?
Roll me percentiles.
34.
You were in and out of consciousness, so you heard about 35% of things.
Okay,
So you know that there was kind of things were not going well.
Okay.
But you can't really tell who's at fault. You just know that
and I knew Magnar was there.
you heard him leave,
Okay.
but you weren't able to see him.
Sure. I just heard his voice, sort of.
And you heard that those two had a very terse confrontation.
I will.
You sit up, and
sit up.
her eyes are wide. Your scales are now blasted red all the way across. Even the wings that you've grown, because it's not a cape anymore. You literally have wings. Her sword, she picks it up, and rather than having kind of that flame tongue to it, it's got a soft green glow that almost emanates a whisper of smoke on it.
It's like green flame kind of.
Green flame.
Make me an Arcana check.
Ooh, I want to. I think I have my Amulet of the Arcane for this. I want to use my three times a day I can roll Arcana checks at advantage. So I would like to use one of those. And that will be a 18.
It appears the enchantments have been moved. You've removed all of the hold on a second.
This is the critical hit for players, it says.
Yeah, this is the miss. This is the critical hit for me, and this is the critical miss for you guys.
Okay.
It appears like the enchantments have traded, and that sword now has poison on it.
Oh, okay.
It is now a sword of
So
poison.
it's just a long sword that does poison damage?
So just switch the damage type. And then you would add to it that on a saving throw, if saving throw of we'll say 13.
So is this just a regular long sword?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so what was the plus? It's still a plus.
+3 to hit.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's a +3. It does poison damage. They make a DC 13 save. On a fail, they take the full they take damage plus
con save.
Yeah, plus a D6 poison, and then it repeats every round until I save.
Okay. And then how much was the damage if it hits? Sorry, I just want to make note of this.
I believe it's a longsword is a D8, and then
Okay, right.
plus a D6 poison.
Okay, plus D6 poison. Okay, great. And as far as my hit points go, where am I at for that? Am I
You're fully healed.
fully healed? Okay. I would like to examine the statue of Bethmorn and try, I guess, just to look at it. I suppose not really looking for anything in particular. I just want to sort of.
There's a sadness to it, almost as like there's a moment of realization of I'm not going to get what I want. So there's a look of regret.
I want to ask Alzina then, in common, where did you get this sword?
She said, we ransacked the hag's home. Isn't that where she got that?
I did all of it.
No,
I gave her things.
she gave you stuff in return.
As far as I'm concerned, it was all me.
Exactly. Perspective. We were stuck with a hag in the woods, and after we killed the beast that we were forced to kill, we killed the hag. And then we looted the hut.
Did I hear Magnar with you? I haven't seen him for a while.
You did. He's responsible for this.
The audacity.
And then she looks right at Vethmorn's statue.
That's it, great.
Well,
That was meant for me. Your ally is a liar and a coward.
Allies are a bit of a strong word, but I agree. I didn't hear much, but
He would have left you to die.
I heard that much.
You don't know what 31% you heard?
I gotta say something, man. I gotta know something.
I do not leave friends. I do not leave allies.
Well, I thank you for that, but I'm on a timeline.
I believe you
And I need
both
to
are.
find Boulder. We've got a gala to get to tonight.
The gala is starting very quickly. I don't think we have time to change. So next up, Core.
yep. So,
So Core, what are you doing?
putting on all the,
Put on the reds
well,
when it's blue and you don't know what to do.
putting on the Reds. So I'm getting on all my fancy
Yeah.
gear, talking to Diana, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, because right now it's just the two of us.
Yep. She says, well,
Sweet, it's right.
I'm assuming that we're going to
Poison instead.
meet up with your friends
We've got a king to kill.
because just you and I, and we didn't fare too well in that room full of animated objects.
No.
These are Fey powers, and we're literally walking into a room full of them.
So I'll pull out the rapier.
Okay.
Say, I've got this. I'm not sure how much help it's going to do. I haven't had a whole lot of time to test it out.
She nods and she says, well, that's definitely a sword, and it's definitely ethereal, but I'm out of my depth here. I'm a little, let's put it this way, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees like some of these things we've seen here. So I'll back your play, but I don't know if I have anything in my arsenal that's going to do a whole lot. I think we're better as a group.
We are if we can get everyone together. Honestly, I'd rather run away, but that's not an option. So
If we run away, we're never going to find your friends. And Alzine is my friend. I've known her since I was a child. We've known each other since we were kids. And I'm assuming that you've known some of these people your entire life. And while what you've done in the past greatly skews my view of who I thought you were, the reality is you could have also let me die inside there with those magic items and grabbed whatever you wanted, and you didn't. So I consider that I'm not going to let you just die either.
that's good because we'll need everyone to get through this. So I'll go to like the Elven people are still there, the servants or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. They bring you very, very fancy dress.
Okay. Can I put that on over all of my armor and whatnot?
I don't know, can you?
Well, I would certainly like to try.
Well, let's see if you can.
All right.
Why don't you make me a 3 before 2
Okay. At least
skill check?
Yep.
I'll say you're doing it for both of you.
All right.
Although I don't think she wears armor. She has mage armor.
No, she just has mage armor. Yep.
So 3 before 2.
Yep.
And you're going to use first is going to be disguise. No, you know what? First is going to be Arcana.
Okay. That's better. Nope, it's not better.
Not better.
That sucks. So I rolled a 1.
Oh, Nate dog.
No.
No, that's not. Can't be how we start.
No, that's not. We all rolled, so that's not how we started.
Oh, that's true.
Can't let it stack the fact.
It just might be how Nate finishes.
No.
I mean, if someone wants to help me out, I don't have inspiration because I'm not.
Don't have any. Sorry.
I had to use it all.
All right.
All right, so
You're
let's.
bringing meaning to my life.
If I roll another one, I'm just. Gonna...
You're the inspiration.
Oh, there we go. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Appropriate use of that
Get
inspiration.
a blue card.
So you want to toss that top card over here, and hopefully we'll
Yeah,
use that later to not die.
Okay, so I'll give you advantage on your next roll.
Excellent.
You recognize that there's magical properties to the clothes.
Yep.
And you think that you can skew them between the two of you enough to allow you to get your armor underneath it. So for your next roll, I would like you to make a
Sleight of pants.
sleight of hand check. You beat me to
Pants,
it.
sleight of pants.
Sleight of. Well, I'm definitely not sleight of pants, but I did roll 2 16s, so that's a 32, right?
Good lord.
Just add them
That's
together.
how it works.
Just 16 by itself is
Okay,
Easily.
it's 17.
Yeah.
I
you're like, oh yeah, this is easy. So you've started to figure it out. Now, going into it, you realize I look bulky.
Mm-hmm.
I look like I have a tiny head. So you don't want to look like a walking tick.
Sure.
So you're going to need to roll deception.
All right. Here we go. Natural 20.
Get another card, Nate.
Nate.
It's
I
good.
picked a
Stack
different die.
those.
Like the Chiefs in the first half, and then everything else after that is gravy.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
dude, throw in that one that you stopped using a little bit there, just to like try and see if you can spread it out.
Well, yeah, that
Save
was,
some for later.
That was 2 different dice.
You wouldn't believe the text messages I got our conference round from my brother when it was like 24-0 in the first quarter, and he was just like, "Fuck this, and fuck you."
And then, boom.
Yeah, and it was 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes, and he
He's
was
like,
like,
"Oh."
"The world is right again."
Because of all the curse. Yeah.
That'll do it.
And then it's like they're up at the half, and he's like,
It's all
"This
fine.
is this is
fine.
amazing."
It's a wild ride.
It is. Okay. So Diana's able to do the same thing.
Excellent.
She puts on mage armor, so it's cast preemptively.
Yep.
You guys both have your weapons that you've gathered from your trip into the armory. So you get a knock at the door.
Do we get any spell slots back after that, or do we have time to do any resting?
You got a short rest.
Okay. So that's not great. Okay.
Well, wait, we got longer than that. You get no hit points back, but you get your spell slots back.
I'll take it.
Where do you go? Balder, then Magnar. No, we'll do Magnar first.
Ah, shit.
Magnar, when you left the door of the cathedral, did you leave or did you kind of listen in, or what did you do?
I've definitely been listening in.
So you've heard that whole
Typical coward actions.
I would call you more of an opportunist.
Heard it both ways.
So you've heard then what's gone on. What would you like to do?
I want to dirty up my face and my body, make it look like there was a struggle,
Okay.
and where am I in relation to everything right now?
You're in front of that obsidian.
Right.
It wasn't obsidian, it was like basalt cathedral, which is, there's a path lit by pixies that takes it back to the crystalline buildings that make up the Moonlit King's kingdom. So remember that time and space don't really work correctly.
Right.
So you could walk a couple feet and find yourself right there.
Right.
Or you could walk for days and...
Well, part of me wants to go back in and then convince him otherwise of what she said, but the other part of me is just like, fuck it. So I'm gonna go back in
Okay.
and basically, having overheard their conversation, essentially as after she's called me a coward and everything, walk in and, how dare you say these things about me to my comrade who I have defended at all costs, who I have been there for when
Make an
nobody else
deception
was there
check,
for.
and you make an insight check, please. And you can make your insight. I will give you the option of advantage.
No, I'll take it normally.
Since you had somebody
I
who...
mean, I don't know. I feel like we know each other through work. We're not super close, so I'm not gonna take
Work
it.
friends. Oh,
Work friends.
You work
Well,
buddies.
we were like mercenaries or whatever, So I won't take it advantage. I don't know him super well. I got a another 18. No, sorry, 17.
I got a 12.
So you give your speech. She doesn't say anything. She just looks at you, and then looks at you. And she just says, "I'm going to this ball, and I'm going to kill every single one who gets in the way of me going back to my home." And she just looks at you as she walks. She says, "You have to make your own decision." And then she walks by you and she says, "Don't get in my way," and walks right by.
I'll go with her.
I help him up if he hasn't got.
No, he's
I'm
just they were standing
at this
beside
point.
each other.
I'm standing at this point. I'll go with her.
Okay.
And I say that I just want Loki.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's kind of what I was informed once I got here and caught up to you guys after helping her find her way.
He's the one who branded both of those.
She turns and looks at both of you and says, "He also was trying to use us to kill not only the Moonlit King, but to kill the rest of you afterwards."
Loki,
I'm used to surviving.
I can confirm that. This is true.
We're in a place right now where I think we have to cross every bridge as we come to it. So as long as
Well, let's go cross this bridge then, huh? I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
She's already like starting to walk. Very, very, very just direct.
While we're walking, I want to ask Magnar if he knows anything about where the others are.
I don't. I was lucky to stumble across you. I came here long after you guys, hoping with her to find and show her a better place than where she was, but apparently that's not what she wanted.
Does my previous insight check carry over into this? Or
No, make a new one.
Okay.
Oh God. And
Natural one. So
No.
you're like,
I was, I was unconscious.
he's just trying to help her out. What a good guy.
The last
That
thing I
Magnar.
remember before being here.
Magnanimous Magnar.
But it's not untrue that I didn't do those things.
It's a partial truth.
Yeah, because like I haven't stumbled across anybody else but him.
It's true. Last thing I remember was being locked in a armory of some kind with Loki and Balder on the outside.
You're thinking Vethmorn pulled you out of that situation
Yeah.
because you were in pretty
And
bad
where
shape.
I watched the episode before I came today, but like you guys found me in like a pit or something.
Yeah, like a crater.
a little ways away. Okay, so like probably like
Like you blasted up.
do I feel like I like
Exactly.
I know my hit points are back up to full, but do I like am I sore in any way from like the impact or whatever it was?
No, maybe an Arcana check.
I'll take it at advantage again. Since I've got this necklace. That's another 18.
You're thinking probably botched spell, or a spell that,
Like
or a spell that didn't work the way it was intended.
I bet Balder's dispel magic really worked on that.
However, I came here, we've really only got one way out. And
Yeah.
I don't know where you've been or what you've been up to other than...
Boy, let me tell you, I have been on quite the trip.
And at this point, I'm going to take off what's left of my chainmail and show him the mark on my chest. I
get it. You've
It's a
caught
long
the...
story, but...
Now it just literally looks like a dragon's claw mark,
Mm.
and it's just
sick new tattoo.
So this is new to me.
it's
then.
like
Okay.
okay. It's oozing, but it's just like this
Gross.
thick,
You gotta take better care.
hot, red, almost like magma. That when it kind of pushes down your body, magma. It just kind of solidifies, like almost like it's scale, like it's making like a scale around.
Oh, sure. Like a volcanic rock sort of
Yeah,
scaly
but
kind
your
of
like chest is an open
Sweet.
wound,
That's
and it's
different.
burning. Like
So,
That's different. In
like smoldering.
no, like you can see a fire in the middle of his chest.
I'm
Well-
gonna take a claw and like kind of just very carefully like pull off some of like the ooze.
It starts to cool, and when it cools, it's a scale.
So you've got to do some investigating on that. But
Probably save it for later.
yeah, I don't think we got time for that right now. But I mean,
You nobody got time for that.
You're moving. You're okay.
I'll take it.
I've been told by 3 different entities now, all very powerful,
I've got 2.
that we have to kill different people.
No, 3 actually myself as well. Yeah, 3 Loki, which we have in common. I just point over my shoulder at your statue. Also helped. And the thing that originally, this was different before, but there was some kind of disgusting bug creature put a grub inside me to eat my heart. I don't know if it's there anymore. I can't feel it.
You don't need one of those.
You know it's not.
Who was the first guy that I talked to? Was
Loki.
that the Loki?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the guy who branded both of them.
Okay. So then the rot.
Is that the other guy that
Nope.
No, different one than the one I
I
talked
don't
to?
think so.
Or
The
something?
rot was the one who put the thing in
Oh,
your
okay,
chest.
so
Yeah.
I would describe it and we both okay.
Yep.
So we've got 2 in common here.
But the rot wants me to help, and Loki wants me to kill the king. but the rot wants me to kill anybody that stops the rot from being the king of the area. So I've got options.
I unfortunately don't have. I've got 2.
You want to join Team Rot?
I've already been forcibly drafted into that. I don't know if his magic still has any effect on me with this creature's removal, but
Might not, but it doesn't look like he can.
It does not have any.
I can't say I don't feel it anything
Not at
anymore.
all.
Okay.
You were literally on fire.
Okay.
But it also doesn't look like whoever took that away from you is going to be able to help you anytime soon.
And I feel
Unfortunately.
I
I don't know what happened.
There it was. However that happened.
I think my note's gonna be Magnar
There's a-
spews a lot of bullshit.
I feel that I am not accustomed to.
There's a free
Being
clinic
of
for
a
that.
red dragon, I'm the flame and heat is something that I am familiar with, but this is different. Somehow. This is deeper.
Use it.
I intend to.
That might help us.
I intend to. That's why I initially agreed, or was. Agreed is not the right word. I was initially compliant with Vethmorn, the dragon, the statue, back inside. And she wanted Moonlit King and I think others to be removed. It was something.
Make me perception checks.
Well, Vethmorn is currently removed, so.
Not great. 16 actually.
22.
Okay. You both hear a loud yell and the sound of arms up ahead on the path.
Like arms as in swords clashing and stuff. Okay.
Don't rush.
No, let's take a look at this and see what it is first. And I want to unfold my wings and fly. If there are any trees, I can like hide in around here, like get a vantage point.
Yeah, the moon allows you to see that this path is, you can get up and still see over the pathway.
Okay. I want to. I only want to get up in the air if there's some way I can like, sort of conceal myself. I don't want to just be like a sitting.
No, you'd be very,
Okay.
very.
Then I'm not going to fly.
You would be the bad.
I tell you
I mean, that's cool, but I don't want to get shot by arrows before I have to.
that you're really about to show us what a man with a smoldering hole in his chest can do. And I can't wait to see it.
I'm ready to burn this entire
Wow.
place to the ground. So.
Wow, real anarchy of this guy.
So, are you guys going to rush or take your time?
Take your time. Yeah. We're
Okay,
gonna sneak up.
I'm not gonna
Balder.
sneak up.
Mosey on up. Posse.
Oh god,
No.
let's save this woman.
Hello there.
She can't get through a fight without me.
We'll see about that.
Oh god. Yeah, well, you know,
I'm grateful. Heathen.
she woke me up.
That was me.
So you adjourn to another room, and there's food and drink laid out, as well as probably the finest outfit that has been made just for your specific measurements. And Loki sits across from you, and he says, "Please speak freely. No one here will be able to relay our conversation."
Yeah.
And his veneer changes because he doesn't quite look like your hammer and like
Yeah.
you remember him. In this room at this time, he does. Make me a perception check about the room.
Yeah. Pretty good. It's 19.
All of the dark elves in the room, their eyes look completely panicked. They do what they're supposed to do, but they're panicked, and all their mouths are sewn shut.
Jeez.
They're dressed very, very fine, but they're...
That's a Friday night. If you ask me.
Ooh, buddy.
Look. All right. Just look. Just how about for once, you just fucking level with me. Like, there's I don't know how many people vying to get us to do various things. Are you really going to get us out of here?
Well, if the domain lord is killed,
Right. If we follow through with your plan, are you really going to get us
the
out of here?
portal is open so you can go back. But if you kill the domain lord and I am the domain lord, then I can see fit to send you wherever you'd like. In the domains.
Okay.
I mean, it would be. Would you like if I could help put you right on Tezzerat's tail?
Yep. I would like that. So what do we have to do to make sure that you become the domain lord then?
Well, the Moonlit King must die.
Right, that's already in the bag.
In the bag.
So
And
confident. I
you
like
must
it.
ensure that none of my
Pals, amigos, compadres.
competitors in the court find themselves upon the throne.
Is it like a literal race to the throne, or do we just,
I think it's more of a race to see who's alive at the end.
Okay. Well,
Domain lord. Here I come.
I mean, I can hold my end up on that.
But that's why I brought you and your friends here. That's why I pulled the string of fate to make sure that you made your way here.
Sure.
That hammer connects us. I mean, you could just give it to me, and I could ensure during the fight that the Moonlit King does not survive.
What, you want me to give it to you?
Why not?
Why? Are you...
Vastly increase my power. Almost ensuring our success.
You gonna... But it didn't go into your little, weapon and armor hellhole out there, so I don't have a whole lot on me.
That's
If
for the riffraff.
you,
I'm glad the
Give me a
guy
little
that you
backup
marked
then.
is riffraff.
oh,
I could give you another item. I could construct an item for you.
well, I was just thinking it would be nice to, one of the benefits, but also one of the pains of being a follower of you is that you give me all this just wonderful power and so few opportunities to use it. Is there anything you can do about that? I just want to show it off. If you're going to be their domain lord, then they should know what they're in for, right? Who better than your avatar
Canyon.
to make that happen for you?
Who better than Canyon?
Who better than Balder?
He thinks about it. I think I can provide you with something worthy of your talents. We can exchange my maul for this item.
You'll give me my maul back later, though, right?
If I decide to.
Oh, no.
Woo!
Record scratch.
This is me.
Yeah,
This isn't Balder. You. One of the things I like about you is your willingness to put yourself out there. But make no mistake, I am superior to you. And you, in the end, have to understand I am the patron, and you are the follower.
I understand that. I'm looking out for the best way I can make sure to defend you.
Even
of course,
in this
obviously.
particular situation where I am but a slight inkling of my true power trapped in this prism of reality, I am still far more dangerous than you can imagine.
Well, how about this? We'll leave things as they are. I'll keep them all. You become domain lord. Take me wrong, I want to be. If I fall in that battle, you know.
Well, then at least I'll have them all.
Right?
And then I'll raise you later.
Perfect. That sounds delightful.
It will be for me.
Possibly.
So this domain lord stuff, is this your end game here in the domains? I mean, it's a cool trick you pulled off, getting in there.
It's just an aspect.
Can you do it again?
And now it's stuck.
It's stuck
I'm stuck.
in that one.
We're all stuck.
Oh, I get that.
This is a prison. This entire plane is a prison. I don't know how this aspect got here, and I don't know how it will ever get out if it does. Occasionally, rumors and lore speak to people who can escape the domains, the Vistani, but the Vistani don't come to this domain.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, no, I was just
Not a
curious
fun
if that's a trick you can pull off again with someone more powerful. Or you're stuck in.
There are beings just as powerful as I, and they're all stuck here.
Well, hey,
Because
at least
the dark powers
yeah, at least we're both. That's pretty
dwarf what we have in this particular situation.
cool. Yeah. All right.
There's kind of like a sullen frustration to his tone,
Yeah.
but not like anger. It's just kind of like he's reconciled that he's just stuck.
Yeah.
You know, that this is just his lot.
Yeah, man. I hear you on that. So, I don't know. You like chaos. I'm just gonna throw this one out here for funsies.
And this isn't the first time we've had one of these parties. And this is the first time we've had what's going to happen tonight go on. But this is the first time I think it'll go my way.
You mean a bloodless coup?
Well, so that's
There will be the very opposite of what
Peaceful transition.
so,
A democratic election.
now.
That's what Gala is. He calls it cast
I
a
mean,
vote.
it would be a shame if you made that.
dance off.
If you made that little bobble for
Ballroom
nothing.
dancing,
So,
dance off.
you can't give me my mall, but I can. If you give me that, I can promise that if anybody comes after you directly, I'll fuck them up. No matter who it is.
Honestly, I plan on getting out of the way. Plausible deniability.
Good call.
Yeah, but I mean, that's cool if that works.
Telex won't get involved. And since he is basically the law, I can then look at him and go, rightful king, go back to your bright room full of paintings of flowers in the sun. Piss off.
Yeah, all right. Well, sorry, will you do that impression?
He's a wet blanket. He's a wet blanket. He's not even fun.
Yeah. Wet blankets. Hate them. Worst.
And you think he's talking about the Aladdin that came out that was like, just sunlight was.
The sun guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's cool. If you think you can hide away safely, that's good for you. But if you want a little extra guarantee.
If I had them all, I would do it, but I don't need it. You're going to do the job for me. You're my mall.
You're my gallery.
Darth Maul.
Anything else you want to do as you finish this dinner?
Before he leaves, or like as he's leaving, he'll cast Mage Armor on himself.
Low key duel of the
But
fates.
No.
Okay.
he's
It's
okay.
super quiet.
He leaves. He has you dressed and prepared for the gala.
Great.
He says, "See you at the ball."
I look gala ready, right?
We're looking pretty rough, man.
You look like Ricky Norin.
I'm shirtless.
Gallery ready. Yeah.
I'm shirtless with a giant scar on my
Which,
chest.
by the way, go to YouTube and look up Ricky Norin.
Yeah.
And that newest promo Ricky Norin cut was the truth.
It's all real good.
That is so good. All right, Roya and Allie.
Doing great, guys.
Mm-hmm. We're fine. I mean, we're still in
I mean,
a
we're
I'm
tower.
good.
fully expecting these two to do like the most damage from the inside.
One can hope.
They both get knocked. So,
He's like
quick
right there.
HP thing. Did I get any type of rest while they were having the conversation or anything?
No, but you can take a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What were you two up to?
You're back more like
What do we have to do to get ready? Like,
Well-
they gave us. Well, I mean, I ruined my outfit.
I'm not
but
putting on any more goddamn clothes. That
Yeah,
want
no.
to be like, nope,
But
I will.
I ruined my outfit, so I guess I'm gonna put my.
Oh no, they bring you new clothes.
Damn it!
Are these
No, I
ones
think it's
gross
just
and
sketchy.
moving?
Are they still made of people and souls?
No, sir.
Define gross. Moving yes.
Instead of
I am not doing this again.
Instead of
Okay.
like an old school bodice where
What
they
if-
had like whalebone in them, they're like human ribs instead.
No, they were like ghosts. Their outfits
Just
They
were.
were
more like
made of-
spooky undead stuff.
They're made of souls.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, I
literally
guess so,
moving.
yeah.
I
inside.
literally have like ghost boobs now.
Yeah, I saw that.
What
Yeah.
if I don't put on the
Thing.
dress?
Do
Yeah.
they like make sound?
No.
Do they like when you're
Maybe
walking
if you
around?
slap them hard enough. I don't know. We haven't really gotten to that point.
There you
They
go.
just let it move, and that's how it was.
Spooky.
I mean, I have a set of fine clothes since I'm royalty.
You can put it on.
Can I just put mine on my own?
Sure.
Okay.
Ugh, I really don't want to wear this dress.
What else could go?
Can we Cinderella a moment and make you something else?
Yes.
Is there mice that can help
Can
us
we
sew?
enchant mice to sew me something that's not made of dead souls
Wait,
and moving?
do you
How
have
do the
no
curtains
other
look?
clothes now? Do you just have this dress?
Well, you have
She's
your
always
original
she's-
outfit.
Yeah, I have my original outfit.
Okay.
She's fairly well
I was
dressed.
gonna say like, dang, you can't just like change.
You can cobble together something from all the clothes that are in these rooms.
Okay.
Because-
that aren't alive.
Yeah, because there was a lot of women who were up here at different times who
She'll do that.
killed themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
Yeah. I mean, it's better than
Their
those
wardrobe
titties.
is my benefit, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make me a
Oh god. Yes.
make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Just her?
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh, not by much. That's a 5. Not doing real good.
Yeah, it's not the dress.
No.
So you look I look real shabby.
Oh no. Is there anything I can do to help?
Do you have can you let her re-roll? Have any blue cards?
No. Can I assist her so she rolls twice?
Yeah.
I am royalty.
Are you trained in sleight of hand?
No. I am trained in royalty and
Etiquette?
Etiquette is
etiquette
not a skill.
and moves like things within the court and
Yeah,
how
like
to.
Yeah.
Let's see
One of
here.
us
Hold on.
Just,
All right, I'll let you roll with advantage.
Alright.
I mean,
That's a real stretch.
What would you use
It
this
is-
like?
Get your
It
game
is.
together.
it is.
That's a 9.
It's my background.
Still not real good.
It's my background, is what I'm trying to say.
You're like, well, I don't look like a hobo anymore.
You're really adept at
Well,
like
I know,
watching
but I
other
don't
people
wanna
make
look
things for
shabby.
you.
I'm
You're
just
really
very,
adept at
I'm very
knowing who-
wary
knowing
of
who can
putting
go
on
get you
more
something.
moving clothing after what has happened. Like, I died. I literally died.
That's not the first time.
Shush.
I am gonna try to wear my chain shirt under my
Not
fancy
wrong.
clothes, though, too. Like,
Make it 3 before 2.
sure. Of what? 3 or 4
Oh,
of
girl,
what?
under a corset, that's not a good feel.
I mean, it's a dress. I don't know if it's corset.
ugh.
Of what? 3 before 2 of what?
What did I have to do?
Maybe it's fitted mail.
Arcana first.
Oh, I can
It's
do
like fitted
Arcana.
mail.
Arcana, sleight of hand.
22.
Yep. Sleight of hand.
Perception.
Now you want sleight of hand?
Yep.
These are good prices.
Sleight of hands.
20.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Deception.
Perception.
Deception.
Deception. Ooh. 18!
Easily.
That was a plus one
Use
too.
those now because you won't have them during.
That's fine. I want the added extra protection later on.
Stop looking at me like that.
What's your decision?
Ugh. I don't.
Do you
want
choose
this
the
dress.
Do you choose the dress or do you?
Is it moving like the last one? Does it look similar?
A little bit. I mean, but it's not like groping or moving out. It just moves. It flows and moves, and when you look at it hard enough, you can see the shapes.
Is this one gonna call some weird crazy bitch that's gonna try and kill me again? Cause
You don't think so
Roll a D100.
because she got chased off last time.
We killed her.
fine,
We killed her
I'll put
last
on the
time.
damn dress. I hate my life.
You look fabulous.
I mean, if anything, you're just baiting another enemy.
She's
to
gonna
attack
bitch
you.
the whole time she's getting dressed too.
So while you have it on, you have a +2 to charisma.
Oh,
Hey,
well, that's not so bad.
like a glove.
You'll need that to make my saving throw.
I'm not gonna risk it for me since he's gonna try to eat my soul.
Make a con saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
It's gonna happen.
That's what I was waiting
That
for,
good
buddy.
lie.
Thanks.
It's
Gotta have that T.
it's an animated dress. It's like this. It's like a rug, but it's just a dress instead. Now it's just squeezing.
11.
Yeah, you're fine. You kind of felt like this momentary kind of lightheadedness, like you felt a little tired, and then you kind of pepped back up again.
Okay,
No, you won't. I think my
Fine.
player brought him.
we're fine.
Everything's fine.
I do not. Yeah, we're all fine here. Thank you.
So,
Month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yo.
you're escorted down the stairs of arms by a couple of dark elves, and they walk you out, and there is a carriage pulled.
Where's our fucking escort?
You only have to be stalked by a Moonlight King and
Boris
he's
in the town.
trying to suck your soul.
pulled by
Why
mobs,
didn't we bring Boris with us?
and it's a carriage made of a giant pumpkin. But the
I said Cinderella gave you
Oh,
an
God.
If she really, Allie literally like just puts one hand on her hip and is like, "Really?
The pumpkin is made of soul.
Yeah."
pumpkin's
All the
made
pumpkin seeds
of,
on the
made of
inside have
crystal.
faces on them.
It's the blood pumpkin.
It's a crystalline pumpkin.
Oh, fucking
Oh, that's better.
Bring it back.
And
Forgot
it's
about
pulled by mobs, big mobs,
Okay, that's kind of dope though.
Are they really dusty?
but not like Mothra.
Ah,
Preach it,
collective growth.
I don't know. Have you heard of
fucker. I'm
Moth
Mothra.
Fest?
I'm all about the environment. Listen, motherfucker. I'm Godzilla.
Ball throw.
It's the Mothman.
Mothra's pretty great already.
They get a giant light.
It depends on the movie.
Mothra is like my
Depends
least.
on the movie.
Weigh in the chat.
What's your
Mothra
poll question?
is like one of my least favorites.
It's the singing,
Kaiju.
isn't it?
I love the singing. I love the tiny.
The weird,
Ladies.
tiny fucking Japanese
That's
ladies.
great. But if you make me choose between Godzilla and a bunch of his enemies, as opposed to Mothra,
You'll pick
I mean, that's
Rodan.
And
fair.
that's just silly.
I'm not a huge Rodan guy either.
What?
Theodora.
King Ghidorah, Gigan,
Fucking rageous. Rodan is the shit.
Mecha Godzilla,
Yes, there you go.
Space
The
Godzilla.
often
into it.
forgotten Mecha Godzilla.
And now this
Space
campaign
Godzilla.
is Godzilla campaign.
Biolante.
Now we're getting deep
See,
into
you
it.
have like an
Right,
encyclopedic knowledge of
Thank you
Godzilla.
for coming to our
I
Godzilla
watched the
talk.
ones that I could get at Blockbuster when I was like 8 years old on VHS.
I have an entire spool of just Godzilla movies.
Dude, I went back and watched the Monster Zero a couple years ago, and it was so amazingly awful and great. It was excellent.
I can never remember. There's one that has like drills for hands. It looks like
Oh yeah, he's dope.
he looks kind of like a
I think-
beetle.
One of my favorite ones as a kid.
I can't remember his name, but he also, I don't have him, and I'm always
Can Magnar have drills for hands?
no.
Not
Fuck.
yet.
I have a strange
And Baldur
in-character
have
question because
You
I'm
got
not
a-
sure about like the
You
status of
could
this.
have a drill on the
I have
end
a
of your
pan
wall.
flute that we got I was thinking about like storing it
If you had a drill for hands,
in
you
the
could
girls.
just use it.
This is an important
Yep.
question.
We're
I
probably not
actually
very
need
good
to
at
know.
it.
Can she store things in nature's purse?
No, probably not.
Ben, do you not remember our wedding and how many like things I had
Things
stored
go
in there?
Renfest
It's
is
a natural thing to happen.
Yes.
Sure.
I had chapstick
This is
and
a pocket.
napkin and lip
It's a
gloss.
thing. Thank
Are
you.
you trying to hide it?
Thank you. No, just
Okay.
take
Just taking it with.
her. Yeah.
That's it.
We're just trying to hold it. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Just
Keep,
Cool.
keep her hands free.
But honestly, she could hide it in there.
For
They
real.
need to make a. They need to make a deception check.
That's fair.
All right. So
Boobs.
That's not slight.
you did this to yourself.
this is my life.
You
Now
never
or
know where the
never.
players are going to
No, you love it. No, you love it.
So I need Core,
And flute.
Balder, Roya, and Ali to. I'm gonna call you
Ali.
Ali to roll 25 experience.
Just so that they put us in the carriage and take us there? Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
It's cocked.
16.
There's
Oh,
your
that's
name for the one with the drill hands.
terrible.
Thanks, my
Oh.
buddy.
14.
Megalon?
Megalon.
Oh my god, why am I rolling so bad
A
tonight?
fluffy Goomba. I don't know who that is.
Goomba
You're the
buddy.
best.
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for looking out, Goomba.
It's 14 for Balder.
Magnar
Wait, are we
starts
adding
with an
anything
M.
to
Magnar starts with
Is
an
it-
M. I have drill hands.
4.
No, I think
I'd
it's
give it
just
to you.
roll
Just a
20.
straight roll? or-
Yeah.
I mean, like, not just
Right? Straight roll?
Okay.
Right.
I rolled real
I
bad.
rolled an 8. I still got better
Real
than you.
bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Torn and Magnar, please.
Roll 20s.
A D20.
Roll that beautiful.
Whoop!
Oh,
damn.
no.
2.
You both got twos?
Wait, we're rolling for initiative?
Who's got the better
Yeah.
dex bonus?
I think me probably.
Motherfucker.
I'm a ranger, dude.
You're
Plus 4.
Goliath.
I don't know. Most rangers are walkers. Aren't they?
Ah, I'm only a +2. Is this initiative?
No, just a D20.
Just a D20, that's right. Just to kind of see
Should
what.
I use inspiration?
No.
Up to you.
I don't think so.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save mine.
Well,
It's probably like you mean.
that is your
It is your call, but
I'm saving mine.
yeah,
I would never.
for when you're
I'm
gonna
not
die.
All right. So,
super worried.
Core, you and Diana
Mhm.
are one of the first to arrive
Looking very
to the
fancy.
gala. Looking dapper.
Yeah.
Looking dapper, son.
Dapper.
Looking bulky, like you've done a lot of push-ups. It's probably not the armor that you have on underneath.
Working out.
You look
Yeah.
swole.
Like
Swole.
wild shape to a giant ape, but only from the neck
Yeah,
down.
only
Yes.
from the, like,
I look like
neck
getting
to-
ready
neck
for
to
Japan
waist.
or invite.
Yes.
Oh,
Neck to
Thank you.
waist.
swole bite.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Skip leg day every single day for 10
I did
years.
that this morning.
Skip head.
Shut up,
Walking around like a
Shorty.
bodybuilder.
Skip that. I did skip head day a little bit.
All right. So you two come in, and she's like looking around, and she's like, "I don't know what we're supposed to do."
I don't either act like you belong here.
Oh, what a wonderful gala! She walks. Let's get something to drink.
All right, so walk over to the table and get some.
There's this lavish crystalline. You figure out when you get over, it's radiating cold, so it's all made of ice.
Oh.
And there's
So cool.
just all of these decanters, just masterfully shaped out of glass and crystal. Some of them even out of ice, that are containing just various a myriad of liquids of all sorts of shapes and sizes and colors.
Is there anyone attending the table, or we just grab whatever?
There are dark elves.
You pay him with fist bumps.
Yep.
You don't pay anything down here. What's everyone else doing? Like all
They're just milling about.
Yeah. Is there anyone getting beverages?
There's a couple like there.
Don't
A lot of them. One thing you've noticed
Yeah.
is a lot of the main Fae are have solid colors. Seem to have entourage and things like that. So a lot of them that are milling about are not any of kind of the main.
Okay.
You seem to be a minor.
And are we all in blue to match Loki's?
You are given outfits that seem like. Make me a perception check. Actually, that's a good question.
11.
They're not blue. They're Like you're looking at them and you're like, they seem like they're a variation on something, but I'm not putting two and two together right now.
That's fair. That was not a great roll. All right, so we will go over to the beverage table and get a beverage and look like we're drinking, but not really. Just to kind of look like we're doing
Gotta
something we
fake
shouldn't
it.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
you have something to do with your hands.
be. Exactly.
Both of you
I
make
do not know what to do with my hands.
Both of you make a deception check.
All right.
You fail like,
All right. Well, that's 11 for me. And I don't think she has deception.
Charisma
like
skill.
Final Fantasy, like you have to skill up to be able to put a hat on your
I've
head.
never drank out of cups before.
Well, she rolled an 11, so with her bonus of 0, that's also
Wow,
11.
you guys are
Were like,
Oh god.
Yeah.
and she's like, I really kind of want to drink this because the stuff on my lips tastes really good.
All right. Well, you do you, girl.
She's like, end up terrified. She make a con save.
All right. Well, that's gonna roll. That's an actual 20.
Damn!
She's
She's your
a
third
blue
one.
card. She's fine, and she
She's fine. You're fine. It's probably
gets 5 temporary hit points.
Oh.
She almost kind of glitters.
Wow.
It's majestic AF.
All right. Well, since she did so well, I'm gonna also do the same thing and probably roll a 1. So.
peer pressure.
Whoa.
Peer pressure.
Nate,
Don't say it out loud. That's how you screw yourself.
All right. Well, that's a 10.
No, usually
12
when Nate says
total.
it out loud, it comes out okay.
you like shoot it and go, smooth,
Yeah.
goes down easy. You kind of think it went down the wrong
Yeah.
tube, it, like almost tickled going down.
Oh god, did he spill on himself?
And you go, whoa. That was it was refreshing. I feel good. I feel
Spilled
good.
on his crotch a little bit.
5 demon
fine.
bag. What's in it? Wind, fire, all that shit. So things start to pick up a little bit. In rolls, you guys look over, you see Balder roll in,
Fucking sweet.
looking sweet.
I mean, like always.
Not just sweet, fucking sweet.
He's usually walking around in like overalls. He looks probably real good.
Music all of a sudden starts
Just because he walked in.
Yep.
just as he's just
Your own entrance music.
He like
Just
does the
straight-
dictation of the band. He's like
just straight baller move. Yeah.
Balder move.
Balder move.
Like that.
Straight Balder move.
Please stop.
What's your name?
Yeah. Balder will take stock of the room. He'd like to see if he can see Torin anywhere, since for all he knows, Torin died.
You have not seen Torn in here. Make a perception check.
18.
I'm like, you know, sort of green now.
You do see
You got some cool.
Cor and Diana though.
Okay.
And Diana kind of goes, like, waves at you and puts her hand back down. Like,
He does not acknowledge.
she's like, I should not.
Yeah.
I don't have to with my hands.
She's like, yeah, she's definitely like, I don't go to things like this.
He's sort of like subtly,
I'm from a small town.
but very imperceptibly, like, okay. And does he see the rot?
No.
Then he'll go talk to Cor and Diana.
She grabs you.
Mosey on over.
She grabs your arm and she's like,
Hello.
I'm glad you're alive. We thought you were dead.
Why did you think that?
Because you left when we were in the room and we almost died.
I went to dinner. I told you I was going to dinner.
Yes, but he lies. And that room
Going to dinner.
was a murder trap.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go in.
That's why I went to dinner.
Well,
Be like Balder, make good choices.
we should have been smarter.
You should have.
Granted, you could have been dinner.
No, that's look.
I think what we all learned, she says, I think what we all learned is we just need to stick together.
Yeah.
And also, this drink is delicious. Am I talking too loud?
He'll like
A little bit.
just
I'm sweating. I can feel the sweat.
like
Tone it down. Tone it down.
just relax. He'll
Girl.
sort of he'll get himself I don't know, a crystal goblet of
Dude,
this
just feed her drinks
delicious
until
beverage.
she passes out.
Or make me a con
You need
save.
that magic.
Yeah,
does
that's
have
fine.
spells, I
That's
guess.
17.
Yeah, you feel great.
Great.
You get five temporary hit points.
Fuck yeah.
You feel this tingling goodness, like you're sparkly for a little bit.
Am I
How's your
sparkling
trade-off
right
right
now?
You're glowing.
Yeah.
Huh?
She says,
It's amazing.
You are sparkling. How come you didn't? She looks at you. She says, Cora, how come you didn't
Yeah,
sparkle?
Cora, how come you didn't sparkle?
I would love to know.
Maybe you don't got
She
it
says,
in
I'm
you.
really. You want another drink?
That sounds not like a good idea.
You're right.
Have another drink.
Are you loud? Are you being loud?
Just get.
No, have another.
It's just like,
All right, just to shut them up, I will drink again.
All right, make me a
Peer
con
pressure.
check.
No.
Like, damn.
That's 16.
You feel. You're like, I get it.
Oh,
I see what this is all about. You just gotta put it down right. Yeah, I'm kind of sparkly.
So Nate did spill on himself then.
yeah, he's the one that's
wrong
scratched a
tube.
little bit.
Oh, close enough. All right, sort of an inside spill.
While you guys are
Look,
kind of talking about your sparkliness,
Yeah.
she's now talking to one of the dark elves. She's like, "What is this? And where do I get a bottle of it?"
Oh,
Hey,
brought an alcohol to a party.
while she's distracted and we have a minute, you seen Torn anywhere?
I haven't seen anyone else. We're the first.
He's okay.
She turns her head and she goes, "We might be the only," and then just kind of covers her mouth.
You are great at parties.
Not
I
so-
cast silence
She's
on her.
She turns around and
so
she
much
looks
at
at you and
whispering.
she's like, "This is my first party. I'm really."
Aww.
I don't know.
He is
Like
gonna
an awful
cast.
village for, like,
So
her entire
Balder
life.
will put a hand on her shoulder.
I'm super
say
nervous.
like, look, everything's gonna be fine. He'll cast guidance on her. So her next, hopefully, charisma check goes a little bit better.
She's like, "I'm just." She kind of puts her hand on her head. She's smiling. She's like, "I'm really nervous.
Yeah, no, it's
We're
fine.
gonna commit for each side."
Yeah,
And then
you
she
know-
puts her hand over her mouth
Girl.
and looks
Just,
around
you know,
and she's like,
just, you know what? Loose lips sink ships. I heard that on
Yeah,
a boat one time.
"Yeah, okay, yeah."
Just relax. Just keep to yourself.
Pretend like you don't speak English.
Don't make any agreements with
You
anyone
don't speak common.
without.
No eye contact. Yeah,
Yeah, stare at the floor.
okay.
It's a nice floor.
It is.
Probably-
And about that time, you hear trumpets,
Great.
Does that mean Magnar's here?
and you hear
I love the
in.
band.
Do either one of you speak Eladrin or Fae?
Actually, it might.
Is that like deep speech?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
There's a long, like 2.5 minute long
But I do
introduction.
speak Elvish. If it's,
You're catching pieces of it,
I'm
but
getting
it's like
pieces of this.
doesn't really compute.
Is Druidic similar or no? Okay, that's fair.
Obviously.
Nope, not at all.
Like as it's being spoken, vines are growing around these crystal pillars of the entranceway. Flowers are sprouting.
That
You fucking do it.
Petals
No,
are
it's not
growing and then falling off these flowers and covering this walkway and these stairs.
It's like tuxedo mask is about to show up.
Let's see the shit.
And then you see Roy and Allie both kind of looking at each other like, what the is going on? Walking up these steps awkwardly.
Balder's just like, what the fuck?
And Diana goes, Allie?
Those,
Yeah.
those ghost tits.
Well, I guess they are. Thanks for noticing.
You didn't say that. Did you?
Oh, I rolled a natural 1, so I have no idea.
Woo!
Ellie looks incredibly just like
Whether or
not
not her tits
into
are
this.
real
like
or
just
Doesn't know how to drink. Doesn't know.
So make
Sorry.
you two make me perception
You're
checks.
struggling as a Bella.
I'm distracted by all those plants.
You're like,
Ooh,
did I
that's
make
good.
those? Was that somebody else?
it's like a 10.
That's a 22.
Jesus Christ.
You're just kind of like, I am uncomfortable. This outfit is weird. It's moving.
Yeah.
I see our friends. You are noticing, because you've had a lot of time in court, everyone is kind of... There's a lot of whispering. There's some eye rolling. There's definitely kind of...
The mix of royal side of me real happy.
Oh, it's the new.
Right.
Ghost tits are so 496.
It's true.
Maybe there was some other ghost tits though, yeah. This wasn't as good as last year's ball. What did they have last year? Standards.
Ghost condoms.
So,
Those are real.
where do you guys do? You guys want to make your way to your cohorts? Do you want to? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna specifically ask Roya, like,
Right.
what's your game plan?
We should probably fake our way around the room and eventually stop by. I don't think we should beeline
I
there.
hope so.
So like, just kind of go off
He's probably
and
pissed at this whole situation.
walk by and introduce ourselves to people.
So you
and-
turn around to start your walk, and you walk literally almost into a man in blue, sweeping blue outfit, who looks at you and says, "Well, now don't you look vastly different than the last time I saw you? What a change!" He looks you up and down and he says, "I like the dress. Definitely an improvement."
Recognize him?
You do. So I see you've inserted yourself into the court.
I mean, insert's a strong word.
Yes, that outfit is really quite inserting something.
Say stumbled in.
He gets very close to you and he says, "Don't forget why I brought you here. I don't
Shit,
know.
what's this guy's name?
I don't care what your relationship is to His Majesty, but as long as he dies, that's all that matters, because if he doesn't, you will. Ta-ta."
He walks off. I lean over to Roya. Yeah, he's still an asshole.
Yeah, big asshole.
Make me perception check.
What did he call himself?
That's a 10 for Balder.
Okay. You two are finally catch up to, after your meandering friendly walk, your lunch walk. You catch up and there are 4 undead shadow elves, or whatever we're calling them. I can't remember what I was calling them.
Dark elves.
Dark elves.
Attacking Alzina.
They're dead.
Oh,
Fuck.
okay.
They're completely
How
just...
far away?
How does
is
she
this-
look?
How far? Yeah. How far away?
She's gone. She's moved on.
What? Wait, like, okay. So, how far away are we from this? Like, as soon as we identify these
Remember,
bodies.
time and space doesn't matter here.
Well, but I mean, like, distance-wise, like from
We
where,
don't know.
Well, from our perspective, like, how far away does it
Eons.
appear to be?
To who?
Like, to us, from where we're standing, is this thing like 30 feet away from us, 60 feet away from us? Like,
Is what thing?
the bodies or whatever. These-
Oh, you're just coming across them in the mist.
Okay, so they're just like right in front of us. Okay.
They've been beheaded.
It's fucked up.
Pleasant.
I mean, they're out there.
I just is there anything that we've as a refresher, because I can't remember, is there anything that Torn has seen that is like this is a repetition of, or is this not something familiar?
Make me a Arcana check with advantage, please.
Okay.
As we go past, can I like
Natural 20.
Can I put like one of their hands into like a middle finger?
Rigor mortis.
Yeah.
You go over and kind of kick one of them, and thousands of bugs move out of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up.
Gross.
I'm actually gonna like kind of fly up just like a foot off the ground, just like not touch the bugs.
Make me another Arcana check. You can do it with advantage since you roll the crit.
That'll be a 17.
They flow out, and they kind of run through this green haze that is kind of holding to the body, and they just all start to die.
We should probably look around real quick. I don't want to spend too much time here if we don't
No.
have to.
Nope, keep
I just
walking.
want to make sure nothing's following us.
Nothing would follow. Look, if it's the rot, it's on our side. I'm gonna be its right or left hand man deciding on which one I want.
They tried to beat my heart, so.
Look, man, you didn't need a heart anyway. You have a way cooler thing than a heart.
I still have a heart.
How loud are you guys?
I'm
Like this, like this,
like
like
having like sort of that urgent whisper
Diana.
volume, like here, probably. Like I still have a heart. What's wrong with you?
But look at the sick hole in your chest.
While we're doing this, I want to just like look into the mist and see if there's anything moving at all, like that's in proximity, just to see if there's anything coming towards us.
And I'm like, I got you.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use this
Uh-oh,
card to
you're
get
gonna die.
advantage on the
Okay.
saving throw.
Stupid. You gotta just get risky.
Natural 20.
Take another throw. Damn.
Jeez.
The world kind of
Picture this one today.
warps on you a little bit, and you can see Alzina in the fog a lot closer than she should be.
Is she like in the direction that we were heading, or is she? Okay, well I guess we should probably just keep heading the way. Keep heading. The
You think if you
direction
hoof it, you can catch up with her.
I don't know if we want to catch up with her. I think
No, I think we should just.
we're not. If we, yeah, I don't want to run through this. I want to go carefully and pay attention to anything
I'm
else
all
that's
about
moving around.
cool and calculated.
Not necessarily like tiptoeing along, but just very like scanning this foggy environment as much
Speak
as I
for
can.
yourself. I will be tiptoeing with great caution.
Through the graveyard.
My plan
Lots
is
of
to,
daggers to put in people's backs.
get to the gala and then be the beggar on the outside and like the patchwork coat and the fingerless gloves. It's just like, oh man, for some money. And then when things
Maybe a
go
perception
down,
check.
oh shit.
Oh, are we coming up on the building?
Natural 20! Oh my god.
We're hot over here!
Jeez.
We're hot over here!
We're doing
I'm happy with my 18s.
pretty good.
Yeah, really.
You
This is
hear
fucking crazy.
the unmistakable sound of, again, an axe against armor.
Again?
Does it sound like? Does it look like? I guess. Does Elzina have anything to do with this? Can I see her like arm
Moved
like
out
coming up and?
further away into the mist.
Okay. I think we just probably keep heading the direction we're heading and just kind of keep an eye out.
Yep.
Be wary. We don't have time to get distracted
Look,
with anything else right now.
If it has anything to do with the rot, which it sounds like it does, we have nothing to worry about.
I don't trust
I
anything
trust
here.
the rot because the rot did nothing to me.
I don't trust anything.
But Elzina was very deliberate and very adamant that she was against the rot. And that's not a stance I was willing to take. So we have nothing to worry about if you are on my side.
I just want to make sure there's nothing. This place has been unpredictable and dangerous ever since we woke up.
It's been pretty predictable for me the whole time I've been here. Well, not like when we were still together, but since I've been in this area, it's been pretty straightforward.
Well, I can't say the same for myself, but
The world according to Magnar.
we'll just be careful.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You'll be dead.
I think we'll be okay.
All right,
Let's just take it easy.
so
No need to.
you
concern
keep
ourselves.
walking, and you come across a Eladrin body, and it's missing its armor.
Maybe I'm not remembering this correctly, but weren't the two guards that I saw coming up out of the Rot's pit beheaded as well?
This Eladrin isn't dead.
Oh, he's still alive?
He's just knocked the. You got knocked the fuck out.
I don't care about him. We fucking need one.
But he's also got nothing on.
I move his hand to a middle finger.
Yeah, I don't care. We can leave this dude behind. I'm not trying to pick up extra baggage.
One's
right
a
now.
middle finger, one's a thumbs up. He's
If he,
feeling
so he
good.
looks alive.
Either way, you're number one.
He looks alive. Can I check and see if he's still alive? Like if he's
Yeah.
unconscious? Okay. Medicine check?
Yeah.
Or okay. Ooh. 7.
You're like, I'm no doctor. This guy doesn't look dead.
In that case, all I want to do, unless there's anything else Magnar wants to do, I just want to leave him some of my rations and my water skin.
Well, that's nice.
Just dump it there.
Okay.
I just pose him.
While you're doing that,
Pose him. Like set him up on a tree. This is like
Let me paint you like one of your French girls.
he's having a good time.
All right, so
I'm giving him one of my rations and my water skin.
back inside. Meanwhile, back in the Hall of Justice.
The halls
every
of
time.
justice.
Make me a perception check, each group.
Not us.
Not us, because
Oh,
we're
no,
not
I
there
said
yet.
I was happy. And
18.
15.
15.
Boy, that guard looks
better.
really, really weird.
Shot. Sorry, Ben. There was something I wanted to do. I totally forgot. Is there a way for me to determine how much of the stuff that you and I've talked about that Torin is aware of, like the magic from the sword and the cloak and stuff?
Yeah, you're aware of it.
Okay, I innately know it's there. Okay, good. Right, sorry.
You feel your body changing.
That was all I
like you're becoming a young man.
Your body's
Jesus.
wonderful.
Oh man!
Scale
Oh, boy.
to new places.
I'm sorry, 19.
19.
Wishful.
Boy, that guard
Oh,
looks
God.
Wishbowl.
not like a ladron.
Like
And why are they kind of shiftily moving around the outside of the room? And
It's got a
that's not a halberd. That's a big axe covered in gore that they're trying to hide
Awkwardly.
unsuccessfully.
It's like Men in Black when he's like in the human suit. Like,
I've got 4.
Gotta go.
So yes, you look over and you're like,
12.
Zalzina?
We may have a problem.
I don't know
Oh, darling,
how. We also
how good is it to see what our
Philip.
king has brought
It's like the
before
one we
us.
share in the same one, right?
A woman
Nobody's used
dressed in light blue,
Somebody else might use it.
who, when she breathes, there's a
It's all you.
like a cloud, almost like she's breathing the cold. And her skin is extremely pale, and her features are very angular.
But it's a good idea.
You're not human, at least there's that. Handmaiden, I'm assuming.
If the bill fits.
Also, we should keep 5 feet away from it because
Well,
we have
how long does your race last, sweetie?
As long as we need to.
Well, I hope you'll last longer than the last one toy he broke.
I have
If I can,
fairly
I'll
good
still have
chance.
anything to do. It's like a surprise.
She looks you up and down in your adventurers slash
Vegetation or anything.
I have my nice dress on.
nice dress.
This doesn't mean it doesn't have a high enough collar to cover the chainmail.
Well, maybe listen to it going first and cover
So
Chain shirt. This is chain shirt.
she gives you a very fake smile and moves on.
You can try and slip it.
You two did you make a perception check?
Yeah, 15.
This way you can get into
Jealous.
You're also
much?
like, oh shit, and Diana goes, is that? And she's like,
a signal.
is that Alcina?
What the fuck is she doing here?
I don't know. She wears Magnar.
Why is she carrying a bloody axe?
She's not very good at concealing herself. That's
No,
for sure.
she's really.
Who's carrying the
I
bloody
think
axe?
she's
Alcina?
here to kill people. Isn't that what we're here to do? She like looks for a second, she's like, is that what we're here to do?
I mean, not as blatantly.
Everybody in the room, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Us two?
No, you're not in the room.
What do they want to do? Is this room or the game room or
Nope.
which room are we in?
Did Baldur get
Gosh,
a hero's feast?
darn
with,
it.
Loki?
Yeah, I think I told him. you did.
Twice
Did I?
now.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought I told you.
fuck,
You did.
okay.
That would be an 18.
That's like a hero's feast.
I'm using my
Pretty baller. It's pretty baller.
reaction to get advantage on this. Ugh,
Roll for Diana too,
that
please.
did not help.
My spells aren't very good for comboing anybody else on.
Roll something dirty for
Alright, well, I got
Diana.
a 12.
I'm gonna keep making that joke. Somebody's gonna fucking laugh.
I laughed.
Diana did much better.
8.
It's terrible. 8 again.
you could roll better.
That's what I talked.
Yeah,
So I
Diana
get for
got
talking about my 18s. I was like, I'm talking about my 18s, and I'm rolling 4s.
Let me re-roll that. 18 on the wisdom saving throw.
You're good. Alzina's good. What did Allie get? 18, you're good. Core,
12.
12, you're not good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Eight,
I
I said.
assume.
8, you're not good.
Oh wait.
No, not good.
No, none of my cards help me there.
On the king.
On the king and anybody else on the board.
Good call.
Torrance
So,
like he's the dude that he wants.
That makes sense.
So Torrance good.
the,
Isn't
Torrance doesn't know that.
Oh,
Torrance doesn't know that though. Yeah, I asked last time if he knew that name.
I love how everybody's just got different
Yeah.
let me see what else I want to do here.
different motivation for everything.
Yep.
Oh, this is great.
Even though we're like work friends, like we actually know each other. Like,
Right.
I've been work partners for forever.
Now Magnar's here.
Very,
I strum a mean banjo.
so, like, the violins that were playing themselves stop,
Become banjos.
and
It's fucking cool.
a
Gunslingers.
ladron all in green walks, and a little galopdur, which are little stone people, waddles beside him. He pulls out this instrument you've never seen before, and then the galopdur lays down on the ground, and he looks like a rock. He sits down and he just starts to play, real slow and deliberate. And everyone who rolled underneath the 15, this includes the other ladder in the room, start dancing. And they cannot control themselves.
Oh, good.
Is it irresistible?
It's a
Are you doing like the shepherd?
Is it a charmed effect?
Yes.
I
All your
have
weapons on your back and
advantage
your armor and
on.
everything.
Well, I have advantage on saving.
Getting
Yeah,
out.
it'd be a saving throw. It's a save.
So, in addition to the one I rolled before. God damn it.
Went from a 4 to a 6.
Even
I got
better.
a 10!
I rolled a 2 and a 4 with advantage. So.
Yes!
Wow, guys.
You
good
both-
job.
Ooh, lucky!
You have luck.
I do.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 16.
16, you're fine.
There it is.
Yes!
So just
Take a level of exhaustion.
Well, you still kind of.
I know, I still do a little bop into
A
it.
little out of practice.
What was it again? What was it called?
It was just,
It's a thing.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Odalux
that's me.
dance. I can't know what it's called. There's a spell like it, but I just
Auto's irresistible dance.
Autos is.
Everybody knew what that was.
Nate, I did.
I'm a bard
Yeah, that makes
in
sense.
another life.
I just wanted to.
Enjoy my music, god damn it!
All right. So people are dancing and they're starting to sweat, and they're starting to.
Or take it easy, man.
They're starting to like.
Cutting her up.
Some people even get sick, like, and
It's like a
some of the dark elves are
Stand
cleaning it up. Now I would like everybody who made that save to make me a. It would be another wisdom save, please.
Okay.
Is it again a charm?
It
Yeah.
is not.
Dirty 20.
It's a transmutation.
That would be a 19.
Oh, 17.
Good. You are all fine. You want to roll for Diana, please?
Oh yeah.
Dirty, dirty.
Alzina's fine.
Ooh. That's a 9.
You see her shape change,
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
and
no.
she becomes
What?
an animal of your choice.
an animal of my choice.
I'm gonna let you choose. Because I'm
Oh
nice.
no!
Giant ape.
This is all we're going Odyssey on this.
So she can shape change on her own.
Giant ape.
Say,
Giant
giant ape.
Mammoth!
Otter.
T-Rex!
Otters.
There
T-Rex!
you go.
Yeah, she's gonna turn into an otter.
Okay,
Oh,
she
God.
turns into an otter. It's like one of the new what is it? It might be in Dungeon of the Mad Mage. There's a mage in there who polymorphed into an otter, and he just stayed that way because he liked it better.
Oh,
And it's like that's actually in the story.
I mean, I don't blame him.
So
makes sense that Digger wants to be the bad mage.
this guy plays and plays and plays. And then I want everyone to make me one last wisdom saving throw as you're watching this barrage of people spinning and dancing uncontrollably, almost spastically, people turning into animals. It's a complete and utter mess.
That's a 4.
Here comes that.
So
I didn't do
Is
too
this
good that
something-
time.
Seven.
We've seen before or no?
Was a
This person that's playing,
You're not in the room.
but like, no.
was a 17 for me.
So everyone, including like the dancing people and the animals.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's just a big old party.
I'm gonna use my
Fine.
reaction.
Oh, she did it again.
Damage.
Oh no.
Party is
Um,
good.
all right, so that is.
Oh, I have 4.
That's a
It was
dirty
real
20
bad.
for me.
Okay.
Wait, you still got
It was real bad.
Oh jeez.
Just real bad.
That's
Passed it around the table.
5 for Diana.
I don't want it.
Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
Sorry.
Those who did not make it are stunned as they fall to the floor laughing hysterically.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
He's a comedian.
That's on brand for me.
He's a comedian.
I am glad we're not here with these guys right now.
Telling you, slow and steady
I mean, I've
wins
got
the
a-
murder
so-
race.
No, actually,
So is that
okay,
Tasha?
okay with
So-
I thought it was
so-
better with Tarn, but it's not as good as I thought.
so-
it was. His dexterity is really
So
high.
Cora's dancing. Diana is an otter
Laughing on the floor.
that's rolling around laughing. on
It's
the
fucking adorable.
I'm laughing on the
You're
floor.
laughing. You're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, we're the only two people.
Oh, great.
At that
This
point,
is
you
fine.
hear
It's like going to people
What?
with clothes on at the orgy.
The fuck?
Just like everyone on the
They're like,
everyone on the
"Damn
floor
it!"
is dancing and laughing, rolling around the floor. You guys are just standing there like,
Oh.
Everything's great.
It's-
We went
This
to
is
the
great.
wrong part.
nobody told us.
This isn't working for me at all.
you guys
I don't
arrive
feel like-
close enough now to see the moonlit king walking in.
Us two? Are we coming to like the front door of this place?
He's coming up. There's guards kind of on the outside.
How tall is this building? And can I see any windows from the
It's like 30 feet tall.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
like
I
30
want
feet
to. I want to
jump
use
down.
my 30 feet of movement to fly up to the roof and look around for a skylight or anything.
It's crystal.
Like, okay,
Ice crystal.
Like crystal.
is there any? Okay, so I mean, obviously, crystal's very hard. But in game, I'd like to know if there's a way I can maybe test this. If we're like, if I can get a look at it and gauge like how resistant this is going to be to like.
You're not sure?
Oh, this is perfect. Everyone's rolling around, laughing and dancing.
It's
Dragons
great.
falling through the ceiling.
At that point, all of that stops. Everyone who is an animal transforms back, and you're laying up prostrate on the floor. Everyone who's laughing, prostrate on the floor. The moonlit king glides in on a tiny cloud. Doesn't walk.
God, what an arrogant prick.
You guys are drunk.
Is this the only way into the building? Just this one
No
front
idea
door?
what just happened.
You're not sure.
Okay, well, I want
This
to.
is the king's building, and you never went there.
This is okay. This is not. It's not that massive tower we saw. Okay. I don't know. I want to like just try and at a distance sneak around and see if there's another way in. Maybe because
I think that's.
now that I
I'm
know
not
this-
going in
He
there.
says, "Rejoice!
God.
I have arrived."
Oh hell!
Well, well, well.
This is our king.
Look what we have here! And he walks over and he slides his ephemeral arm through
What?
yours.
Gross.
I'm used to guys like this at
Oh,
court.
the turntables.
It's weird.
My beloved and I are here to
What?
announce our nuptials.
We missed some shit.
Let's slow it down a little bit.
She
Slow it down a
shall,
little bit.
She's shy.
as you can see.
This
I need a
fucking
long
nuts.
engagement.
But I'm here,
Engagement.
and tonight we shall celebrate as we've never celebrated before.
New queen.
Underneath the moonlight, as you should all be your best in my glory, and afterwards in our glory, and maybe afterwards you'll just bask.
Can we not hear this part?
Never on the first date.
But love, we have dated for so
I was
long.
gonna say, I don't think
We have
I don't
not.
think he thinks
You
this is your
have
first
been in
date.
that tower for so long.
I have
Yep.
not.
Yep.
It's
Time
been
and
like a
space
day.
don't-
Since I have tasted your sweet flower.
You
Can I
haven't
wait,
tasted
Can I make a
anything.
persuasion check to help this asshole understand that consent is sexy?
No, he's fucking insane.
Make me
Domains
a
of Dread after
He's
dark.
an intellect check.
Intellect.
Or make me an
He's a
insight check.
sociopath.
An insight check.
I identify.
My note
well.
is the Moonlight King
that
enters
is
all
a
frequently.
4.
Yeah.
I ain't
You can
catching
make an
shit.
insight check as well.
Insight?
Yeah.
Magnar's really digging this dude's vibe.
Magnar's into it.
Six.
I like
Yeah.
the cut of your
Yeah,
jib.
You
good.
guys can make an insight check as well.
Moonlit King,
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
the
a
cut of
6.
your jib
Yeah.
there. It's pretty good.
I like the sociopath one.
Natural 20.
Thank
Take
you.
it on.
Somebody.
I'd say
13.
22 for Baldur. Oh, hell yeah.
You don't think he can tell the difference between women?
Oh no, you're gonna be
No
racist
way!
against me now too?
No, way,
you
he
think
can't tell the difference.
he just it's a role and then he doesn't understand at all because his brain doesn't work that way?
Yeah, we
He
have
has
got
not
to get
hit
out of
that.
here.
He is fucking
Not
nuts.
hit that.
That explains it.
0% chance.
And you fill a roll until that roll expires, and then he fills it with the next thing he can find.
That just sounds bad.
I was gonna say phrasing. Are we not doing phrasing
Yeah,
anymore?
yeah. Is that a thing anymore?
So then Baldur would probably be able to piece together that after he killed the girl, that,
You're like, oh shit.
well,
And you also kind of feel better about yourself because you're like, man, I really helped that girl out.
she's
Well,
That's
I'm
me.
kind of a
Heart.
saint
Baldur, I never doubted
if you
you for a
think
minute.
about it. Yeah.
I'm pretty much the best guy in the world right now. Definitely the best guy in the
Never
world.
doubted you for a second.
Definitely the best guy.
He's right there with you the whole fucking time.
But
Wow.
I'm a guy.
Yeah, Diana also has figured it out, although she's still writing her clothes. She goes, I'm really sorry for yelling at you earlier. She's like, what are we going to do? This guy is not. This guy is really not.
You haven't yelled at me since I did it.
Oh, red
Look.
God.
Can I just like stare at these guys and mentally just be like, help me, help me, help me.
No, he
help
like
me.
he kisses your hand and he says, "Strike up the band."
Oh fuck.
And
Start
then
stomping on the floor.
slow waltzing.
Jeez. Can I purposely step on his toes a couple of times?
You can, but he's ephemeral, intangible, so nothing
Damn it.
happens.
It's the thought
We
that
need to
counts.
cause him pain.
It's the thought that counts.
Can I?
Allie,
Can
make
I? Can
me
I do?
a perception check.
Can I do? Can I take a? Can I cause him emotional pain? Can we be dancing and be like, "Oh, this outfit's great on you." Oh,
You're gonna nag
it's
the moonlight.
too
King.
bad it's not like blue or something. That would be such a better color.
Oh, I
Prey
can.
on his insecurities.
He
Do
says,
it.
"Oh, blue to match your skin." Snaps his fingers.
Damn
As
it!
soon as I said it,
Turns,
Chris was gonna
but
fucking
it
change.
turns a very soft blue, like the
Yeah.
light.
I rolled
Just want to
one,
hurt him
so-
somehow.
Okay, you
Yeah.
feel like this weird thing around your ear. I'm gonna kind of
Great.
brush your ear.
Could
Did you
Baldur
brush off anything?
just kind of make his way over very,
not like any
very
of this.
nonchalant and
Creepy guy touching
sorta-
me.
All of this is wrong.
sort of weave his way over to the wonderful, beautiful dancing couple and just say,
You start making your way over, and a couple soldiers get in between you, and you see the big sun,
Do I see him?
the son Eladrin walk forward, and he says,
"Sup?"
"Not the time to engage with His Majesty."
Do I see him?
Make me a perception check. You're getting whirled around. This guy's spastically dancing. He's kind of the Elaine Venice of
22.
of waltzing.
22.
Nice. Yeah, you do kind of catch him by the corner of your eye.
Can I peel off and be like, oh, it's my friend Boulder. I need to go dance with Boulder.
Well,
We will dance more later.
I suppose. Handmaiden!
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry.
She smiles and like gracefully walks over and like as she does so looks at you and just goes, I hate you. I'm sorry.
I see you are wearing the dress I have given you. Magnificent. Sewn
sure
from
I
the
don't.
very strands of moonlight, and those who have passed on to other worlds beyond this. It plays with your
Is it
eyes
made of their hair?
spectacularly. And then he dips you and you begin to dance.
Okay.
What are you two
Great.
crazy dudes doing?
Too wild and crazy, guy.
Question. In the very brief amount of time that I was in touch with Core a couple sessions ago, would I have been able to recognize the rapier he found by the description of that I saw? Not that I know like he's here, but I just like as a piece of information that Torin has
Probably
found.
a history check.
Not good. That's gonna be like a 5 or something. 2.
You've had a lot going on,
Okay.
so you're like kind of like, and now you're super focused.
Okay, we don't have.
And then
time to
Magnar's
look
been
for
telling you a whole bunch of stuff, which you're trying to figure out whether it's true or
we
not.
don't know where.
It's all true. It's all true.
And
The
he-
world according to Magnar.
You haven't seen Core at all, have you? Okay.
It's my first time seeing my friends.
Okay, so then I guess the next thing I would like to do is there anything around, like any kind of lamp posts or anything around here that are made of the same crystalline structure? I want to see
Are you
if
gonna hide
my
behind the lamppost?
volcanic aura will melt the crystal.
You can just go up to the wall.
I don't want to make that big of a scene right now, though. I want to like test it first before I like just commit and like.
All
make it
I
big.
seem to be on the inside.
Can I like ask the rot like what their plan is? Like back up.
You can
towards
try.
Yeah. Like try to like back up towards the woods or something and kind of call out to it.
How are you gonna do it? Like, tell me what you're doing.
Use the rock.
I guess I'm gonna kind of like dig in the dirt for any type of grubs or any type of insects or
Okay.
and try to pull up a few and speak to it.
Okay, you've got some insects in your hands.
I ask
Start to crawl up your arms,
to give me
onto your chest.
any type of indication.
And you open your talk to them, they're starting to crawl into your mouth.
This is easy for me, guys.
But imagine that if they like cut your chest open and put one inside.
I imagine it feels
You
like
hear a
eyeballs.
voice
Gross.
coming out of your mouth. That's not yours.
Okay.
Sweet.
What would you ask, Harbinger?
When do we strike?
As soon as possible.
I think we should wait for the right time.
There is no right time.
Fuck.
Okay.
Death waits
Well,
for no one.
You can just pass that along to somebody else.
So if
I do
Yeah,
have
right.
inspiration.
Oh,
so
you want to pass it? You
if
can.
I'm up on
Who
the
needs it?
Everybody.
Literally everyone.
I used, yeah.
except me, I've got one. Is there? If I'm like kind of up by the roof, can I tell if the glass is like the glass warping at all as I like move towards it?
You get a nice shimmery heat wave, and you can tell it is warping. You're pretty sure you can melt right through this.
I want to.
If you applied yourself, you could definitely.
And
melt
so
right
like
through
I
this.
guess there's another question I forgot to ask earlier when we were talking about this stuff. Is this something I can control or is this a passive effect?
It's just
or,
on.
okay. I want to then just like. Are there any trees around this building at all?
No.
Okay. Is there anyone else? Can I see anybody outside the building, like kind of guard patrols or people milling?
No, they've kind of moved to where there's not that going on.
Okay, so if it doesn't look like there's anybody around, I want to make like a circle of the building that this is all happening. This castle, and
It's more like a dome.
and just watch what's happening inside. Is the glass clear enough where I
Yeah.
can see things?
It's like a kind of opaque. but-
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a big dance going on.
Do I see significant people like?
Maybe perception check.
obviously I see the king, I would imagine. Because I watched him go in.
But he's also opaque, so he's really hard to see.
But I watched him go in.
Yeah,
I know he's in there.
you do. You've seen him go in.
Is Elzina
Reset
around us?
perception?
Oh, she's
10.
gone? Okay.
No.
Can while we're kind of scouting out, I want to quick fly back down and give Magnar my key room, just in case. Because I don't.
I'm gonna send Phil in.
Oh boy.
Wait for me to get. Don't send him in right. Don't send him in.
Oh, he's gonna go in.
Actually, if you send him in first,
Yeah, he's going in.
that can make it nice distractions
Yep.
that I can come.
So, I... Wonder Twin Powers, Filibuster, go! And he goes, and Phil stumbles drunkenly into the gala.
Drunkenly?
I
You got
want
him drunk beforehand?
to-
Oh, he's stumbling around.
So this is like an elemental kind of thing, though. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, I want to quickly,
That's quite the scene.
if I can, fly back up to the
Okay, also you do that simultaneously.
above the glass while he's doing this and hold my. Like you can only hold an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess then I will get up high enough where between my aura and my momentum, I can just fucking smash this glass as soon as everybody's.
Do you want to do like the fly straight up and then just let yourself drop right through like a flaming meteor?
Real badass.
Like,
Everybody can do that.
I mean, I'm gonna like go up and like give it a couple beats in my wings and just dive, fucking
Okay,
dive.
yeah, I'm down.
But I'm gonna fly up and wait until like, if like this weird
you might take a
thing
little. You might take a little bit of damage.
causes a scene, I want to just try and fucking smash the glass on the roof.
It does cause a scene. Right when Phil starts to make its way up the stairs,
God.
As soon as Balder sees Phil,
Everybody knows Phil.
Balder will.
the Moonlight King dips you and he says, "I don't know him. Do you know him? Is he with you?"
Can I distract him and like
Sure.
keep him focused on like persuasion or performance?
Show him
and
your
just
pan-
try
What are you
to,
doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and just talk and like keep him super engaged.
Tell
Okay,
him
what are you
about your
telling him?
pan flute. About your ghost.
Take yeah, no, the pan flute.
Oh, wait, he already knows them.
I'm gonna ask him.
Shit.
I'm not super sure, but I'd love you to tell me more about the denizens of your kingdom. Tell me more about.
Oh, they're a bother. Always seeking to usurp me. We've been here for millennia at this rate. I'm just.
It must be very difficult.
I'm bored.
You're bored.
I'm so bored. I really just want to go home.
Where's home?
Okay, so all
I
right.
don't even remember. And then Phil stumbles in and guards are attacking him. He's attacking guards. You come flying through.
Phil wins.
Okay,
Slam
so
attack.
If it's possible,
Roll for it.
as is breaking the glass, like an action.
Make me an athletics check.
17.
He makes his slam attack, definitely.
Because what I want to try and do is, as I break through the glass, if I can, I want to cast Hunter's Mark on Loki.
Okay.
Is he there?
He is there.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Loki as I smash the
Bad
glass.
call.
5.
I don't know that.
I know.
5 bludgeoning and 5 lightning.
Athletics. I've got a 15.
That would.
It's got another thing on it that like
That does. That gets through.
it's just on some guard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the guard's got to make a DC 13 con save throw or lose the ability to use your actions, but I don't know how much that's
I
going
made it. I got a second.
to come into play.
You're like, not a problem.
As this is happening, Balder will cast. He will cast minor illusion. She'll look the same, but he'll also Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well then,
But
sir.
he'll also summon his pack weapon, but the minor illusion makes it look like he doesn't have it summoned.
He dips you again, and he says, "Oh, what a delight! Things are going to be so much more festive this year."
Oh, Jesus.
Yes!
Handmaiden, behind me, knaves! Raises his sword.
Oh!
God.
Yep, she's like behind him. It's
I
fine.
am
It's
so
fine.
ready for this. Let's fuck. I've been playing this game for like 3 months, just trying to have a fight with something. Let's fucking go!
Those first couple of sessions where we fought a bunch
Just
of things
running
doesn't
away
count.
all the time.
No,
We
he
fought some bad things.
He wants a big battle.
I want
So
to
as a
fight.
reaction to all this, can I use my action to use my symbiotic entity?
Yes.
All right, excellent.
So everyone is getting their free action in now. What are you doing?
I'm like still kind of in the wood, like on the wood line.
Oh, you're not even going in? What is
No,
Roy doing?
it's canon. He doesn't.
How far
doesn't
away
battle
did I
or
get
take
from
damage.
like the main
at the
guard
end,
and
dog.
like so I was heading towards Boulder?
You're in between Balder and his name is Telos,
Oh, the sun guy.
the sun guy.
Shit.
Fuck you.
Did I say if I had my weapons down the back of my dress?
I'm
all of
assuming you did.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah, you've brought that up numerous times.
Gore!
Oh man, I just came up with the coolest idea. Oh fuck.
Well, I'll pull out my
Question.
weapon.
I know. I'm good.
Is Loki an aberration by any chance?
No, he
I don't
is
think
not.
he is. I just wanted to make sure that
Okay.
they enemy. Okay.
Wait, so he's trying to land on Loki?
He just landed.
I just,
Colin.
I know, I'm still in the air. As far
Maximilian's
as
earth and
as I'm-
grass,
but I want to stay in the
You have to
air.
be able to see him. And there's
So-
no earth there. They're in.
So instead of using the earth, using like a combination with the rot. So Maximilian's earth and grass was actually like a handful of bugs and decay and
Decay and rot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's delightful and gross.
That's so dope.
Okay. Where are you? How are you getting it there? Because there's currently no rot there.
So, like, I'm gonna cast it back in the woods, and then slowly start to bring it forward
Okay.
while things are going on.
That works. That
But
works.
kind of like working with the rot in that sense, like, hey, I don't know if that's gonna give any like bonus to it or it's gonna work or do anything different, but worth a shot.
So my breaking the glass was my free action, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Make me a con saving throw. Or
Me?
Easy.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's dirty 20. There's
Slowly but surely, insects are crawling up you. Black, slimy, hard carapace. Occasionally you feel bites and stings. But also you notice, like, the first time when you go to slap them, you go reach down and you feel like the stinging in your head. Instead you touch it and it feels like shiny armor.
okay.
Like this carapace of moving insect armor.
Dope.
That-
I bet
it's
that
just
looks
black.
disgustingly
It does.
cool.
All right, so we're gonna roll for initiative.
All right.
You didn't say how far away I got from the
Family.
Natural 20.
armor guy. You didn't say how far away I got from the 10 feet from the
All
right next to his
different motives.
armor guy,
We're all
his
gonna
gold
just
sun
point
guy.
each other.
I don't know
He's right in
what
front of
I'm
you, and
doing.
Warriors right behind. So
I
you
know
guys
what the
are
fuck I'm
basically
doing. I've been thinking about
have
this
him
shit
in,
all day.
have him.
I'm like, I think I've got one
Ooh,
companion.
we have the sun guy flanked.
I've got.
I'm gonna do all my actions on one roll. So I also rolled a natural 20. But you go first.
All right. It's a 24 is my number. I don't know if it matters.
18 for Torin.
So
18 for me as well.
I got 16.
All right, hold on. Balder,
All right.
monsters. Who's 18?
Torn and then me.
I'm 19,
Oh,
so
Allie's first.
Don't worry,
Holy
guys.
crap!
I got a 3.
Let's do it. Oh no.
And I get a 16.
So
Um,
Torin, me, Tor.
man,
What's your
that's
what's your
solid.
dex? Roya?
Oh yeah, most of us had great rolls.
Two.
Except
That's why I put you first.
Oh, okay, well, I just
You wanna be
wasn't
last
sure if
anyway.
it was higher than that.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh,
It worked
I'm not
out.
a ranger.
Oh, you're a fighter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Great sword, right?
Okay,
I switch it up.
Balder, you're up first.
So
What'd you play?
does Balder see?
Doing a great sword now. So, but I also have long swords.
So
on.
Torn has landed on Loki, or
No,
I was
just
in-
landed in the middle of the room.
Well, I was intending
landed
to
in the
stay
middle
in
of
the
the
air.
Yeah, you with that much momentum, I'm gonna have you come straight down. You're too heavy.
Alright.
Balder is
Also, make sure you have Alzina's card because she'll go on your turn as well.
I don't have those in this card. I don't know where it is.
I don't think I
You
have
have the bone, but then you
I
gather
have
them.
never seen it.
They become part of your pile.
Sounds like it's going really well for us.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not terrible.
You have the other card, right?
Yeah. Well, it was here. I'm not sure where it came from, but yes.
I guess it's not.
And then you'll have to ask those guys about her
Okay.
magic weapons.
Balder will.
She like comes up behind you like she's like when he turns and looks at you, she's like comes up behind you like a soldier, and then pops her helmet off and fucking grins at you, and then he like looks at her like, "Who the fuck are you?" And she's like, "Who the fuck am I?" Fucking Yukon Corleone.
to Telix.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is? Can Balder see Loki? Where is he?
Loki is over by where the drinks are currently, leaning against the table with a big grin on his face.
Cool.
Chatting up a couple lower level Fey ladies.
Can he see my hunter's mark? Or is that just something I can
It's
see?
only something you can see.
Balder will.
This is too much calamity.
It's very loud.
Well,
It's a lot of calamity.
Can you go down more? Just go down volume.
I'm just gonna look for something
make it
else.
less-
You don't really hear so
calamitous?
much.
Okay. Balder is going to tell Alzina to have a great time with that. And then he is going to.
Jeez.
He's gonna move.
No, that's worse.
He's gonna move into over to where Loki is, and he is going to hold his action. And if anyone tries to attack Loki, he's gonna fuck him up.
That doesn't help us at all.
Helps me.
Okay.
This is gonna be a fun fight. This is gonna go great.
Yes, it is.
This is gonna definitely take longer.
We're working for Loki, you guys.
We're working for. I got
Yeah, but if
nothing
we
to lose.
also we don't kill the king, we'd have no shot getting out of here.
King is intangible. I can't hit
Yeah, we can't hit him, but he can't hit us either.
him. I mean, I can't.
I just need to get to it.
The picture of the Moonlit King that's in the Kobold press book is really great. The stupid
Is
like
it?
ballroom shoes that he has on. Like,
I printed the miniature of him, but it's got a little
oh, nice.
fuzzle to the arm. I gotta reprint it. He's super cool.
Yeah, it's a fun. He's a goofy.
Because that
looking
print
picture.
is literally a 3D version of the picture.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he looks. It's a goofy looking dude.
Oh God! Oh,
Like
the
the big
hat.
plume
The hat really
hat, like,
sells it.
The hat
Yeah.
and, like the old school like
Very good.
16th century like ballroom dancing shoes that he has on.
With the
like,
wig. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't really read the description. I just like saw the picture.
Yeah, the picture.
And I was like,
It's
stat
very
block
good.
picture. I'm going with this.
Yeah,
This
the
is-
pictures. Oh yes. I mean, he's basically the way like the description of him is basically what you've been DMing.
What's Alzina doing?
Alzina, she is going for. She would go for Loki, actually. She would go where you're going, except for rather than going to protect, she's going to smash.
Well, she's gonna get fucked up.
So,
Just viciously attacked by a pillow.
So
no.
she makes an attack. How
Glad
does
you
that
made
work?
it.
I'm
No.
holding an action.
I'm scared for my
so
life.
I would.
Shit's gone down.
I would just see who would go first in initiative based upon dex bonuses.
Mine's 4.
So you would go first. So you see her coming over. You can try to intercept her
He
non-violently.
will try to intercept her non-violently.
Okay, roll a perception. Like, tell me what you're doing, and then...
Roll perception?
Or not perception, persuade.
Persuasion, okay. Yeah, Balder is just gonna like, stop. This is the one we need to protect. None of us are gonna get out of here if you hurt this one.
He's the one that tried to make us kill you.
Oh, shit.
We were the backup plan to murder you after you'd killed this pompous king.
Well, now we don't need a backup plan, do we? So why don't you go kill the king? If you want to get out of here, kill him.
She roll your persuasion. Oh, are you persuading? Are you intimidating? I'll let you decide.
He is intimidating her. That's 13.
13. So she'll roll make a charisma saving throw against her 13. So it's just her her modifier and just a 20-sided dice.
Okay. Oh, you want me to roll it?
Yeah, you can roll it.
Okay.
You're playing against yourself.
Great. 11. I
She does
lost
not
against myself, but in the way I wanted to lose, so
There you go.
good
That's
for
all
me.
right. You feel good about it. This is a loss I feel like I can take.
So intimidating. He's like, you touch him, I'll fucking kill you.
She
Back off.
looks surprised at not just the loyalty, but also the kind of anger that you're showing. And she turns step and heads towards the king. She'll get there next round.
Okay.
I can't find an awesome fight with music behind it.
It was good. It was fighting a minute
It was
ago.
fine. It was just loud. Just turn it down, and some of the clanking would disappear.
I want this though. I want a good one.
It sounds like people are like in a dining hall right now.
Yeah, it sounds like they're eating.
They were until 6
That's
seconds
true.
ago.
That's true. Until we got the new skylight.
You're welcome, by the way. I feel like it's like sometimes if you're looking through glasses that aren't for the right prescription, you can get headaches. This way, you can enjoy the night sky without that problem.
True.
It's an upgrade.
It's very
It is.
considerate of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that was my whole plan all along.
It's very good.
Really ties the root.
You know, I've only got so many hours left in the world. I might as well make it a little more accessible for other people.
The warp's gone. You can feel it.
I know, but I'm still all molten-y and magmy, and I don't trust it.
Maybe you're just getting more natural armor.
It's also my last session because I can't make the drive.
But you also feel like you also feel very much like I might explode.
Call in. Just hold the phone up to the
No,
microphone.
maybe you'll go off on a different adventure. He doesn't have to necessarily die.
Oh, you gotta die.
I mean, it's an epic way to go out, but not necessary.
Yeah, I broke the glass, and now my action next turn, I just want to take my own axe to my head. That's all I wanted to do. I'm good.
Real dramatic now.
Now that I have everyone's attention.
And good night.
I've heard that when you die in Domains of Dread, you die in real life.
It's true.
Well, then there's no predetermined amount of
Wait,
time.
what happened to James?
I just saw him. He's fine.
I just saw
For
him
how
today.
long?
He's not doing fine.
Do you die the same way that you die in Domains of Dread?
Yeah.
Is he gonna get
Okay, who's that?
oozed to death?
Whoever's ever after.
Oh, the monsters. Okay,
Monstros.
Are they monsters or are they?
your antagonists.
Are we the monsters?
Yeah, I kind of feel like you are.
He's like, honestly, I feel bad for these people.
Moonlit King is going to attack. Philip.
I dare him.
It's over, Anakin.
I have the high ground.
He does have the goddamn high ground. Here he comes with three crystal rapiers.
Yeah, we'll see if we can hit my armor class.
How does a 19 on the first two
Ah!
and a 20 on the third?
I think that's gonna hit.
That one missed, didn't it?
the last one did.
Somehow.
What do you got?
Let's go!
Oh God.
I am so ready to just like
Glad I got out of
destroy
the way.
everything in this room.
You break it, you buy it.
29.
I only got
29
7
damage?
So.
29 damage.
Oh, I meant literally.
All right, he
Oh, no, not
explodes.
this room.
God.
This room's fine.
Okay, good.
I meant the
Oh, it would have been radiant damage too.
glass
Yeah.
house.
He explodes.
Somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it something
Explodes.
about throwing stones at glass houses? I
And
don't know if
you
that even
take-
applies here, but
7 points of lightning damage. Each creature within a 10-foot radius takes 7 lightning damage.
The one guards you damaged earlier drops down.
Oh
The other one takes
no!
damage. He takes half. Or I didn't tell you that.
sorry, what?
Stop spilling the beans.
Without metagaming, that was the Moonlit King took damage? Okay. Did it look like it affected him?
It looked like it kind of phased through him, and then like the energy kind of moved through him, and then dissipated.
Okay.
He turns and looks, and he kind of bows deeply to the court. He says, "Your king still got it."
They're like, you still got it.
There's a guy with a spear standing behind everybody, clapping. Clap! Damn it!
One guy booed, he got stabbed.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Words.
Turns out it was Loki.
Loki doesn't know you're attacking him,
I haven't attacked him yet, technically.
So he
and
doesn't
no
know.
one else really moves to do anything in their group. Yeah, so you're up, Ollie.
Currently, correct me if I'm wrong, Allie is behind the Moonlight King.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thinks that she's there for nefarious purposes.
That's correct.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
A lot of yelling on that one.
Sneak attack. Use your
Going to
assassin
cast-
feat as a rogue.
Did you ever learn the thing?
As a rogue.
Did you ever learn the
Let's get a
stuff? Did we
loss
ever
of
have
all
a
my
chance to like
stuff.
relay?
She's gonna use Dissonant
Remember
Whisper.
when we got separated and like all the information that we who knows and who doesn't know things. I
We've never talked to them.
okay, yeah.
No, that will be our downfall.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so she's gonna use Dissonant Whisper in the hope that it will not be super obvious. I'd actually like to do it in a way that he can't tell where it's coming from. Would be kind of ideal.
Okay, make me a hide check, I guess, first.
Nat 20!
Nice!
Get yourself a code.
It's like the first one I've rolled in like 5 sessions.
Woo-woo! Take it.
Get away.
Don't complain. It's
Oh,
great.
shit. I almost want to use this right away.
That's up to you.
No.
Do what you gotta do.
But I mean,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Great.
max damage.
Nice.
Oh, dang. Okay, great.
So that's gonna be...
Sounded like it worked.
Vomit?
Yeah. And
Yeah, that'll be 18.
he's never gonna dance again.
He vomited his
Guilty feet have got no rhythm. So yeah,
How much was it?
18 points.
What
And he
kind?
won't know it was me.
What kind of damage is that?
That is psychic.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Well, that's not good.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to do?
But it's something.
What'd you get on your hide check?
That was the 20.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Some
She's...
sweet fight music. Come on.
Just go back to what you had.
I don't want that.
I think the only other thing she'll probably do this round is maybe a little bardic inspiration.
free action.
Yeah.
Or
Bonus.
You can inspire me.
Do you have an
Can't see me,
instrument you
but-
play, or do you just sing like cover songs?
She's got an instrument. She's got a violin. She would have it with her. It's always with her.
Like, let's get physical.
Yeah.
It's not Devil Went Down.
really fucking
it's not,
hard.
it's not Devil Went Down to Georgia in this instance.
It is.
No, I'm playing Duel of the Fates.
Okay, yeah, that's also appropriate.
Ecstasy.
But really loud
Maybe you
this
and the
time.
Moonlight
Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe you. No, you need to like get the Moonlight King to do dueling banjos with you.
Yes, for your soul.
For a soul.
Exactly.
And then
winner
it
gets a
is
solid
Devil Went
gold
Down
medal.
to Georgia, but instead it's Allie went to the Feywild, I guess.
Depends on where she
main
wants to
judge.
go.
All I hear is Tenacious D.
It's just a tribute.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Oh,
bad.
God.
That's pretty.
That's
good.
pretty good, yeah.
I thought this was going to
That's
be like
good.
fucking Pinball Wizard for a second or something.
I
Like,
mean, I'd be into that too. It's
Multis would be
fine.
amazing.
All right. So Ali went Torn. You're up.
start off my turn, is there anyone within 5 feet of me?
Just random party goers.
Well,
They take.
in any case, they all take, they have to take a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it.
Okay, well, then they take one, each of them will take 5 points of fire damage
Yep.
from just being close to me.
here.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to rage, and I am going to pull out my battle axe and just start fucking charging towards Loki.
Get it!
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
And
no!
as I run towards
Oh!
Loki, I see Balder standing
Oh,
there. And I
no.
say, Balder, move! And I'm going to use my, let's see here. I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon Lord, my enhanced fire breath attack.
Okay.
What if he doesn't move?
He doesn't move. He doesn't move.
Same
it is-
team.
I think there's a dexterity.
That's
saving throw.
ironic.
Oh yeah, I yell
Coming
from the woods. Same team.
Like, that's
Yeah, there's a
You
DC
can reply to this
13
Okay.
dexterity saving throw
Okay.
for Balder, Loki, and anybody else who's within 60 feet in a 60-foot cone of
60
me.
feet?
60
That's
foot.
I'm Godzilla now, motherfucker!
Sorry, dexterity?
Yeah.
17.
So you
Oh my
save
god.
23.
23. Okay, they both save. They will still take half damage, which will be
You
half,
immolate a couple of dark
half of
elves.
6d6.
They're like, aha!
33 damage.
So we've got. Ooh, that's not great. 3, 9.
It is great.
Balder's like, that's great for me.
Half of 17 for everybody caught, or everybody who failed the saving
We're
throw.
rounding up or down.
Okay.
I don't know. Are
Up
we
or down,
running
up
up
or
or
down.
down? It's 17 damage total, so half of
Yeah, you round down.
So,
that. And then I think that's probably for my case that I haven't done my.
Temporary
I haven't done my movement yet. And then I guess I'm gonna. I'll fly up after I do my breath attack and draw my longbow and knock an arrow to it. And that's my turn.
Okay. Roya.
Okay. So. Does the sun.
That was
What's the
Philip
sun guy's
Explode.
name?
Telex.
That's Telex. He's not gonna bother me if I disengage from him, is he? And go after the king? Can I hit him incorporeal?
Oh shit.
Maybe an Arcana check.
Oh, it's a weapon attack. Okay, never mind. Does my breath weapon count as a weapon?
Counts as an attack.
Counts as an attack. Okay.
It's an 11.
If incorporeal acts like incorporeal undead, then yes. You don't know that.
Okay.
He's Fey, but you don't really know how high-powered Fays work.
I don't know. That's fine. He's creepy. I'm gonna go attack him. I'm gonna disengage
Get him!
from Telex because I think I'm next to him, right?
Get him, Roya.
Can I get to the Moonlight King? Okay, I'm gonna pull my greatsword. And I wonder if I can suggest him.
He's a fae, so you do know that charms do not work.
That's a charm, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna attack him twice and see what happens. I'm gonna hit him twice. Oh god, those were terrible rolls.
Oh no.
I rolled 3 ones and my damage roll just
I rolled a 3 and a 4 on attacks. So that's
How much do you hit? Maybe it'll hit.
9 and 10.
Oh, you have a card for that?
I have nothing. I got nothing this time.
Were you attacking movement, Kane?
Yeah.
I can. Inspiration, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know.
Opening round. We still got time.
If I use lucky, that would only roll one of them, right? Because there were two attacks. Well, shoots magoots.
I have nothing.
I got an inspiration.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, I'm gonna use a
Get distracted by this stupid dress. Can't fight in a dress.
legendary action.
Oh,
Of course
God.
he's got one. Of course he's got one. Why
He's
didn't we
gonna
think
have
about that?
Technically, I have 3.
He's gonna have several,
Oh, God.
and they're gonna suck the life out of me.
Oh, that's the sound of the life getting sucked.
That's
all of you-
exactly it, too.
All of you need to make
Now, he doesn't know I'm attacking him.
a charisma saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
Including me?
I'm not very good at charisma, I don't think.
Is it?
Just an aura he has.
It's not a charm or anything.
Ooh, yeah, not good.
19.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Saving throw is
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna use my
22.
inspiration to reroll this.
13?
That's a
No.
9.
And then I'm also gonna tap and throw my card into to add 1d8 after making the saving throw.
Warrior, I'm gonna play this card on you. Reroll your saving throw.
14.
No.
okay.
I'm sorry, it was a 10. It's still bad, but.
Oh, that's
God, I gotta
wait,
have
that's
some.
yeah, that's not bad. That's a 15.
No.
Then I will use this card to roll a 1d12. Now that's a what? 19.
Perfect. That's what you needed. Sonder.
13.
All right, everyone. It was under 19.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
You are hit with a blast of madness. The entire room starts to spin, and everyone in the room starts to look crazy and begins to dance wildly and out of control. You have been confused, such as the confusion spell,
God.
and it lasts until
No!
your next turn ends.
Oh, it's not
Is
a
it?
condition.
Oh no, it lasts until his next turn.
So it's not a condition on D&D.
No, you just gotta look up the spell confusion. That's what it does.
You like roll a dice and something happens.
Is it? It's considered an attack, right?
Right. Damn it.
What is?
What you're doing, it's considered an attack.
No, it's a legendary action.
So it's not considered an attack.
Nope.
I've got nothing.
It just happens.
I just wanted to make sure.
Are we all within 10 feet?
His is longer
His is
than that.
longer,
It's a lair act. It's technically like a lair action.
How big is
Layer.
the room? Is it like 120
His is
feet
domain.
across, maybe?
Technically, this whole area is
Yeah.
lair.
At least. Alright, that's true.
He hits like everybody in the room. So like even
Oh wait,
enemies.
do I need to roll for Alzina then?
Yep.
Oh,
And Diana.
yep.
Loki's fine.
Alzina
Yep.
didn't
Diana
save.
is also.
Alzina didn't save.
The key guy is stronger in the battle. Don't do it.
Alzina did not save.
Yeah, I kind of figured she
The
probably.
key, just be covered in.
Oh, so
Yeah, that's probably.
oh, but when it comes back, that's when she'll roll the confusion, right?
Yeah, on her
Okay.
turn.
I'll pull up.
Okay. So, who does that bring us to?
So that was Roy.
It was me.
Yeah, Court.
Great. So I'm gonna roll this d10.
Figure out what you're doing.
Yep.
Figure out what Diana's doing.
That's an 8. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Okay, roll a d4. Oh, you didn't. 1, 2, 3 is an enemy determined by you. 4 is an ally. 1. Okay.
All right. So I guess I'm using the ghost rapier.
On who?
On whatever enemy. I wasn't near Telix and the
You're near guards.
So alright, let's attack a guard.
You just want to stab a guard?
I guess.
Shit.
Just super casual.
Alright. So that's 23 to hit.
Yes. My God. Yes.
Alright, so
By God, that guard, it's a family.
and that is 11 damage.
Okay.
It's just the other.
Like stab us, but
They're
it's
really
like,
close now.
Sorry?
You're confused as to whether or not
Diana?
you're doing it.
Oh, she could cast a spell. That'd be great.
She got 2. So she does nothing.
Okay. No. Magnar.
You gonna join us?
The head, no.
no. I walk away.
I just we say we'll let this work itself out and leave.
You guys got a handle on this.
Curl into a ball.
The hand will start to enter the.
Okay, you're to the stairs. It's gonna take you another round to get in there with that hand.
Oh shit.
You're gonna have to see the inside of it.
All right,
No, I'm just gonna attack wildly once I'm in there.
Baldur, you're up.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's no.
Well,
So
alright.
Baldur will use his free action to wait. How far away? How high are you?
I would have flown up basically as high as I could, and with the ability to
There-
move around.
You have flown up 20 feet.
Okay. Baldur will use his free action to tell Torin to calm the fuck down. And
Calm your tits.
that this is my patron, and if you attack him, I'm gonna wreck you.
He marked me and trapped us here.
I thought you called me Mark for a second.
Dies.
Do I have to wait to see if it works, or can he respond, or like? I'm just trying to figure out if I need to like hold an action or.
You would have to hold an action.
Okay, wait, are we rolling like intimidation again, or can he just freely choose?
He can freely choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baldur will.
You can roll intimidation, and I'd like you to roll a charisma save. And here's why. Because that way I can give advantage or disadvantage.
Baldur rolled a 19 on intimidation.
Oh, is it a charisma save?
Yeah.
I'm 18.
Baldur will then he will.
Are you so confused?
You still want me to do
I'm
an
not
intimidation
confused,
too?
actually.
Oh, you saved nice.
Oh, then
But
that was the
Alcina
same thing.
didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
then
on yours, your first attack will be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Baldur will, since he has to wait, since he doesn't know the response, he will hold Eldritch Blast at Torin if Torin
Here we
attacks.
go.
Mm-hmm.
And but just in case, with his bonus action, he will cast Hexblade's Curse on Torin.
Okay.
And then, that's it. Alzina's confused. So 3. She does nothing.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's a D10. I'm sorry. She uses all of her movement to go in a random direction. To determine the direction.
We'll just say she heads towards the door,
Great.
towards the entrance
Perfect.
for funsies.
So she runs her full
For funsies.
30 feet toward the entrance.
Excellent. All right, that's your turn. The king. He will.
Were you standing behind him? I was supposed to roll at advantage and I forgot.
He's going to animate all the shadows in the
Damn
room.
Cool.
Oh, great. That sounds fun.
Could this be the night where the lights went out in Georgia? So.
And are there now a lot more flames
There are no
or a lot more
shadows.
shadows because half the room is on fire?
No.
Um,
Everything's fine. This is fine.
We're all good.
Make a-
Ghost right there.
everyone in the room make me a DC 19 dex save.
Cool.
Cool.
Kidding me.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Nope.
I got
That's a 20, thank you.
That's a 10.
Alright.
That's a 24.
Alright, I gotta hide.
It's a save for half too. So
Hey, man. I'll take it.
16.
Not
I got
fair.
a 15, so I mean that's.
Or no,
It's
dex
better
save.
than me.
I am exactly at 19 for dex save. I was looking at my
Needed.
ability score.
okay. For those that didn't save, you take 35 necrotic damage.
My dexterity saving
Oh.
throw. That's awesome.
Shit.
For
I
those-
beg your pardon?
For those that save, you take 17 necrotic damage.
Oh! I'm doing good, guys.
Well,
There go my temporary hit points.
So if we,
Also, make sure that Alzina and
how much do we
Diana
take if we
damage.
save? Sorry, I just missed.
They make those saves first.
17 if you save,
Ooh.
34 if you did.
bye.
Okay.
Did you draw?
No.
Yup.
Yoinks.
Well, it's been a good run from you on the Domains of Dread.
Yup.
Thanks for
Hey, I
flying my
lasted
friendly
longer than
skies.
Jay.
she's not dead yet. She's not dead yet.
So
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
he stands there and raises his hands, and all of the corners in the room, all of the shadows of everyone in the room turn and attack all of you, reaching and clawing and pulling at you.
This is an attack.
It's
Right?
a layer
This is an
act.
attack. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I can cast Sanctuary on myself if that's the case.
It is an attack.
Gonna need this
Wow.
so bad.
I mean, what do we do with the last 20 minutes of tonight when we all die?
I don't know.
Drink.
I think it'll take longer than
You have
7
to
minutes
make
for
a
everybody to
wisdom
die.
save.
I won't even
I think
enter
it
the
was insane.
castle.
I don't know. He's got like
This is
3
not gonna-
legendary.
I rolled a
I'm
3.
just gonna see blood.
I
start to
imagine that
pour
doesn't
out.
save. I don't even know
No.
what my save is.
Like,
No.
Okay.
I-
walk up
Oh,
like
God, I'm
so.
like,
That's not even the most
You
subject
have
thing I've
to
seen.
choose. The
Right.
creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Is it? How's that work?
Just look
Does that
for the
affect
nearest body,
everybody?
Switch into a
Oh
middle
wait,
finger
no,
and-
this is an area effect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's there.
Got it in here.
Jesus.
So mad.
D&D Ranger.
So mad right now.
At least you didn't flip the table.
Getting close.
Just
Getting close.
don't enter battle, guys. I don't know
Getting
how many
close.
times I've told you guys.
Hey,
You just don't fight.
You don't
like,
get a
it was
choice
behind it. I
sometimes.
was behind it. That was collateral damage.
This
they
is
didn't
why
even know it was
I
me.
joined Domains of Dread as a Dragonborn Ranger so I can fight shit, breathe fire on it, and shoot it with my arrows.
This is not the class to take into Domains of Dread.
Okay, who's up?
I went. Alzina went. It's Allie, right? Is Allie after me?
Allie is down.
Allie's
Make
down.
Well, Allie's down.
Oh, so-
Make a death
Death save.
saving throw, please.
Will she succeed? Will she not?
Oh, by the way, everyone makes another save versus confusion, please.
What's the...
What's the save?
17.
I'm gonna make it 10.
No,
Nice.
what's
17.
Pass.
I passed.
Is it a wisdom save?
wisdom? What is it?
It's wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom.
Oh, alright, I'm good.
Nope.
10.
I did not pass.
Check for your NPCs, please.
Oh.
And then you can pass your NPCs.
Alzina passed
Okay.
also.
If you need to pass them,
Higher than
you
a
can pass them,
6,
Cal.
man.
No.
So
Well, I mean, you're. I don't know.
oh, you're still like in the knee deep in it.
You're not
Yeah.
You're not dead.
All right,
It's fine.
I mean, if you want to.
Torrin, you're up.
No, I'm good.
I'm still confused. And I rolled a 6 on my recharge for my breath. So I have my breath
Would you roll on?
I
your-
rolled a 5.
You're still confused.
So does it? What do I need
Roll just like the spell says.
Roll a d10.
roll a
D10.
Yep.
9.
You
That's good.
can act and move normally.
Okay, cool, great. So seeing that that Baldur is stepping between the dude that I came here to kill, and Torrin is really the only person that I trust in this room. That's gonna give me pause. And I also misread this. I thought I couldn't cast spells while I'm raging. I also can't use spells that require concentration, so my hunter's mark is gone.
Okay, perfect.
So with those two things, I'm going to begrudgingly turn my bow on the Moonlit King.
Okay, fire away.
And I'm going to take a shot.
What a crazy turn of events!
I spent all last turn thinking.
Is what the Moonlit King would say as he sees the arrow getting shot
Okay.
at.
Okay.
He's too busy, like, thinking this is glorious.
Actions. Okay,
He's
so
laughing.
longbow.
He's like, I'm not gonna.
That's going to be
When I'm not confused, I can stab
15 to hit.
Yeah.
15 to hit is a no.
Damn.
Even when you were confused, you could stab. You were just like, should
Well,
I? Which end do I
And
use?
so I've attacked, so my rage will
Who do I stab?
stay.
Yes.
Right? It's just attacking. I don't have to do damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't attacked a hostile creature. Okay,
Yep.
so my rage is maintained. And is what am I going to do for my bonus action? I don't have anything else. That's my turn. What? I guess. What are there? Can I see if anybody's like drawing arrows on me?
No, there are
Okay.
no ballistic weapons currently.
Okay, so in that case, I will. Are there any pillars like upholding the ceiling up or anything?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll just keep
Marvelous.
hovering up in
Or
the
like crash through
hovering up in the
ceiling
air and knock
like,
another
it's
arrow.
Like not giving a shit.
You're
like, what's this guy's deal? That's interesting right over there, brother.
I was hit with the
Come on.
confusion, so what do I do?
I should help
Have
my
some
action.
tact.
I was hit with that confusion thing, so what do I do?
Did you save?
Oh, I failed, I said.
Wow. You're still confused then.
Roll a d10.
Roll that
Roll
D10.
that beautiful beat.
3.
Nothing.
Nothing
Do
happens. You don't do anything.
I don't save or anything.
No, shit.
What?
Battery is running out.
Do you have a charger?
So how long am I confused for?
Well, by default, we win, guys. DM's
You
computer
got a
died.
chance to save at the end of their turn.
Boy, that was
End of their
crazy. How
turn?
the whole
Yeah.
building just fell down and everybody just dropped dead and died, and we all walked out. And no one was injured. It's just remarkable how that happened.
Just turn it off.
Do you need your
The
charger?
king slowly deactivates like,
Go get it if you
never
need it.
learned how to love.
Do you need it for today?
No.
just not in a healthy way.
So, Core, you're up.
All right. So can I move over?
By the way, Malzenia still needs to do something.
No, Alzina
No,
was
she was confused.
confused,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she ran
everybody's
toward the
within 5 feet
entrance.
of me.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. Can I move toward the Moonlit King without anyone stopping me? Do I think?
There's enough chaos going on, yes.
All right. So
Make me a stealth check.
Oh.
Be a sneaky boy.
Yeah. We'll see
Sneaky
how
boy.
That's a 2. So hold on with my bonus.
God damn.
3.
You're not a sneaky boy.
Nope.
So, Telix is in front of you.
Okay.
That's your dude.
But
Get him.
you could go by him.
This is probably not gonna stop.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll just go by.
Okay.
Oh.
He'll take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. I got a card for that.
Ooh.
Oh, now Nate, I got cards. I'm
I mean,
special.
may as well use it.
Yeah, this is the time in the match.
I mean, if you miss, it doesn't matter.
He's like-
Anything's possible.
You see that? That was like that.
I know he's not gonna miss. I'm gonna die in this 1 minute, and then I'll have 20 minutes to sit here.
I don't know if I hit or not. I've made a mess of things. I've made a mess
You
of
can hang out in the
things.
dead zone with me. It's fine.
I'll just roll a 1 on my death save.
Where's my...
Would you want me to get your charger?
No, there it is.
Oh shit. Are we doing healing potions as a bonus action?
We don't have healing potions.
I do.
Nope.
I have 2.
17.
It's not canon.
That is a miss, sir.
Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot you got all that new business.
I do. I got all that fancy armor. All right, so I walk up to the Moonlit King with my lovely ghost rapier.
Oh shit!
Get him!
Yeah.
Get him!
That's what the Moonlit King says.
Is what he's
He
gonna.
was like,
Ooh.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
I have a thing kind of like that.
You do. You're about to have it again. So once per day, My full turn, does that, like, include my movement, so I couldn't do it now?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna stab him with this ghost rapier, normally.
Get him! Shiv him! Shiv him!
That thing you said happens on a miss, is that, like, any miss, or just the action miss?
On the action miss.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better, because otherwise I just not use it. Alright, so... that is promising. That's a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Excellent. So...
Ooh, that was a good hit noise.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect
It's
timing.
me flying around.
Ooh, that is a 14 damage.
Okay. He pauses a little bit and he looks and it's like you've torn a hole in his form and it kind of seals back up.
There's a hole in his heart.
And he says, "Where did you get that? I feel like I so long." He almost like looks like he's lost in thought. Magnar, you're up.
Oh, Diana gets a turn.
It's okay. He's,
Oh,
not,
Diana, yeah.
she's
he's not gonna do anything.
So Diana is going to move so I'm not between her and the Moonlit King.
Okay.
She's going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
If she can get Telex kind of in the
Yep, she
middle
can.
of that. Excellent. So I don't have Lightning Bolt spell. Pretty sure it's a Dex.
Ornsky, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use the hand and just come in and attack wildly.
DC 15 Dex save. So it's a 100-foot long lightning bolt, 5 feet wide.
Sweet. They both failed.
Oh, they both
get 'em.
Bad rolls.
Excellent.
So big guns for the big fight.
Yeah. You make your way up the steps, standing at the top of the steps. Alzina.
Well, bam!
Ooh.
You're attacking her?
Oh yeah!
She's confused right now, so she can't really defend herself.
Perfect.
Attacking
Oh,
Alzina?
30 lightning damage.
Wow.
8d6.
Oh, wow. You definitely got their attention.
I don't know if that's what she is going to want to end up with, but hey.
Dropping bombs.
Yeah, she, can,
Strength save 15.
she can do that
For
many
Alzina.
more times.
Nope.
She takes 7. Alzina takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and she's restrained.
Oh god.
Okay.
For the spell's duration.
Okay.
That's exactly what all those
Yikes.
bugs sound.
The rest of you who are up, make me a perception check. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm good.
23.
10.
23.
12.
I rolled an 18.
Alzina got a.
She would need to roll this. Diana would, though.
Yeah. She did not do as well. That's only a 10.
Only what?
10.
You're the only person who sees what just happened.
Okay. So I can see
You can
what is normally an
see
earthen grasp, now made of bugs.
that Magnar attacks an ally with earthen grasp, made of bugs.
But he can't see me.
He can see like your outline as you walk up menacingly. Up
I'm
the
not
steps.
walking up.
Oh, you're just gonna stand at the bottom of the steps and just.
Yep.
I'm still back by the fucking woods.
I don't think you can cast that spell that way.
What's the It's a distance? What's the range on it?
I think you've got to be able to see where it's going.
But I can still see it all the way up to there.
You would be able to see it all the way up to where the entrance is. You would actually have to walk all the way.
I think these are like
see, yeah.
pretty grand
It's like a
stairs.
it's like a dais
It's not
going
like
up.
two or three steps. It's like a whole thing.
It doesn't say anything about it. It says like I can cast it I have to be able to see where I'm casting it initially.
If you're moving it, you have to be able to see where you're moving it.
Oh, that's easy enough.
It's the same thing as like Bigby's hand, I would assume, because it's kind of built on that spell.
Okay.
So yeah, so you'd have to move to do it. So
Can
he
I
would be able
see
to see
him?
Yeah,
But would I still be visible
yeah,
within 30 feet?
yeah.
30 feet's pretty close.
The moon is humongous, and
This room is lit up.
Yeah, the room's lit up.
On fire.
But I'm not in the room.
no, but you're outside, so there's a big old lake right behind you, with moonlight. So you have a menacing silhouette standing.
Me?
He's trying so
Yeah.
hard.
But I'm covered in bugs. So,
But you were a big boy.
and I'm covered in bugs.
It's also the walls are
So
also
you see
made
it.
of glass.
Is he within 60 feet of me?
It's also
Oh, They can't
no,
roll.
not quite.
Okay.
He's about 120 feet away,
Alright.
so you do have some distance. All right, top of the pot, Balder.
Balder.
And that's not
So-
necessarily an ally.
There are no.
It's not necessarily an ally.
So there are no immediate threats to Loki that are apparent at the moment.
No, currently he's leaning on you, kind of giggling.
He is singed.
Such a
though.
pal.
He says,
What's her health at right now?
"I don't know. I'm not.
Balder will.
Did she lose any?
I think she's lost a little bit.
Balder
She
will,
lost 35. She got bombed with a necrotic bomb.
Balder will lift Loki's chin off his
I got
shoulder
it.
with a finger, and he will say, "Time to go to work." And then he will cast Blink, and he will start moving toward the Moonlit King.
You can get there easily.
Oh, you can get there?
Yeah.
My blink sound.
Cool. Then Balder will. Oh, wait, he cast Blink. So, well, let me start just a second. Balder's gonna get within. Is it 10 feet?
Did she lose any through her fights getting to there?
No. She just cleanly snuck up on fools and
Yeah.
murdered.
Balder's gonna get within like 10 feet.
Okay.
Blink's out of existence.
You're like, boom, boom, blink. Make Papa proud.
And then Alzina's restrained, so
Yes.
can she try to free herself?
She
from
can.
Okay. It's like a strength save?
Yep,
or
it's a
something?
strength.
You're slightly, or she's slightly creeped out because it's real low.
It's 15.
What's a save throw on that? Versus the restrained on it.
15.
15.
It's 15 plus 3, so she
She
escapes.
pops out of it.
Alright.
Did she make her confusion save?
She made it last time, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So she uses her action
Yep.
to break out of that. She can use her movement. You gotta decide, does she go out into the night, or does she go back into the battle where...
I think that her bloodlust for killing all these fuckers is probably a lot higher than it is for Ragnar right now. So I think she will head back inside.
Okay, so she comes roaring back in towards the Moonlit King,
Yep, fair enough.
since it seems like everybody is focused on him. Also, he did a shit ton of damage to all of you.
It's true. It's real true.
Very true.
Okay. Moonlit King, you get to go again?
I think his turn skipped because it went so well last time.
Yeah, I mean, that checks out.
Yeah.
He's gonna make 3 attacks.
Oh, God.
On who?
Not Balder.
You. And then
He loves me.
he does love you.
Only trying to bargain because I have 4 hit points.
Diana shot him from afar.
Yeah, she's way far away.
Do we need to take confusion checks too, since it's his turn?
Yeah.
During his turn?
Look at how nice.
Oh wait, I don't,
he
because
is.
I'm not there. but Elzina didn't.
Fucking god, dude, my charisma sucks.
Elzina made it.
Okay.
I don't think I did. I got
I
12.
got an 18. Wasn't he 19?
What are the chances of rolling
No,
a
just a
9?
10.
Oh, okay.
On this fucking
I made this
confusion
confusion
roll
check
next
then.
time.
All right. So I'm gonna make one against you.
Oh, shit.
21.
Roll that again, please.
He did 17
Miss.
damage
Excellent.
to his
And I'll do my
half
second
before,
attack
right?
against you.
No, 17.
Also a miss.
Oh shit.
It was 34.
How's a
Right,
15
okay, so I
strike
have
you?
my again,
15's a
because I'm
miss.
raged.
Did I just miss 3 times?
Oh,
That's
Which is
magical damage.
real annoying because I have a plus 9.
I mean, you
This is good for
You
Cortax,
did
though.
hit once.
sure,
I just
right,
made you
right,
reroll. If that makes you feel.
Good thing you banked all those cards.
I know.
That was great.
Thank you, 20s.
Slashing damage.
Telix will go after Diana.
He doesn't need a turn, does he? Trying so hard.
I know.
14 with his first
I
one,
appreciate your effort. Like,
she
it's
has
very
mage
good.
armor on, so no.
but the second one does hit.
And I can't even help you unless you
And-
get a hit point beforehand.
I know.
She takes 15.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
To be fair,
But he didn't
Less than
attack your lifeless body.
So,
There's that.
yeah. Like, I'm not mad about it.
You could have been a real dick and just like.
Yeah.
Loki moves over to where Allie is.
Okay.
Okay. Allie, make a death saving throw.
That's a 10.
That's a save.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just
You-
you need it.
As you're hanging on the edge of life and death,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a whisper in your ear. You know,
Oh. Let me focus.
I quite enjoy the cut of your jib.
I said that earlier.
There you
I
go.
feel as if perhaps you could benefit from a relationship with myself as a benefactor. You would be alive,
Not dead.
and
Bonus.
then we can go from there.
It's a good idea to take a deal on Demands Dread. It's worked out for me literally every time.
Deal.
Ah, I told you.
All right. Woo! Your chin is lifted up, and you gag down a potion. Roll 2d20 plus 10, and that's how many hit points you get back.
Ooh. Double one.
That'd be 30. Double one.
12 hit points.
Don't you put that
That'd be
in one.
terrible.
You set up and you go, what have I done?
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like, oh, we're gonna have an Eldritch Blast.
Wait. Does he look like Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's
Dope! My
acceptable.
life is great!
Yeah.
Torin, you're up.
So I'm still confused, so I have to do my thing here.
You're still confused?
Yeah, I got a 12. I have no...
12 covers.
Oh, does it? Okay,
Yeah, no,
then I'm not
yeah.
confused anymore.
Yeah, I was just
Excellent.
using 10.
Okay, I thought it was like a 15 or something. Okay, so if that's the case, can I... Because I know normally you have, like, sheathing and drawing weapon is an action. Can I just fucking drop my longbow and pull my sword out and not have that be an action?
Loki dokie.
That's fine.
So if that's not going to cost
Gotta
me an
go
action,
that way.
I'm just going to like I'm
that way.
aiming down my sights. I notice Core sticking him with the sword. And I go, oh, fuck this. Drop the longbow to the ground, pull out that flaming sword I have, and I am then going to look around and see if there's any like. Are there any groups of enemy soldiers that aren't like right next to?
They're kind of all spread out trying to get people out of the way. There was big explosions. I mean, you did fire breath, a big thing. A bunch of them have been confused. Shadows attacked.
On the note of the fire breath thing, if I use that, can I hit like 3 or 4 of them with it?
Yeah,
Or do you
it's a
want me to-
60-foot cone. Yeah, you can get quite a bit.
I'm gonna do that and do my best to avoid hitting the people that I know.
Just shoot it at the Moon
But
King.
I'm up. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Nothing
I don't,
could go wrong.
Torin doesn't know if it's only the sword that hurts, and he doesn't want to waste an attack. So
Ellie like wakes up.
I'm going to target like whatever. If there's like 3 or 4.
You can target a pile of them.
like, I fucking hate you guys.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna use my fire breath because that recharge. So that's a DC 13 con save or was dex saving throw. Sorry for the targets.
They fail.
They fail. Okay, so it's gonna be 6d6 damage. 12, 14, 19, 20, 25 points of fire damage.
So, as you're blasting that down, you see a pole arm reach into it and siphons off quite a bit of the damage.
Okay.
And it ignites Telix fully in flames as he looks up at you.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I want to use one of my healing potions.
Is he a polearm master?
So that is.
Yes.
That's going to be 2d4 plus 4.
All right, Roya.
Okay.
Telix is
So I'm no longer confused, right? I'm good. Good. Okay.
That's my dedication.
I'm gonna turn him into a little bunny.
I would like to do something that would probably need your permission to do.
Let's hear it.
So, I'd like to dig
Play in this space with me.
I'd like to dig into my pouch, and I want to pull out 2 things.
Okay.
I want to pull out a healing potion and drink it,
2 pistols.
but I also want to pull out the powder vial I got that I don't know what it is. And I want to...
This is a great
Oh,
plan.
yes!
I want to
Introducing
drink the healing potion, and I want to uncork the powder, and I want to throw it on the Moonlight King.
When did we do this powder thing? 'Cause
I got it last time. Here, it's in here.
Did you not look at it?
I haven't identified it.
I remember remember hearing
It's great because I don't know what it is either.
today.
No, it's written here.
It was like a...
I don't know. Roya doesn't know what it is.
Okay. What
It's...
Was it one of the things we got? From
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna make
Yeah.
a difference, but she doesn't know what it is, so...
It was like...
Okay, that's an interesting thing. Yeah.
She doesn't know. She just knows it was with some witchy magic things, so she's hoping it'll do something.
That's okay. Yeah.
But I want to be able to do both those things.
I'll let you do it because you have multi-attack and
Thank
I'm
you.
feeling generous and
Thanks, I
shit's
appreciate
going off the
that.
rails.
You're welcome.
2d4 plus 4 here, Twags. That's all I need, really.
You said we were,
Need something.
in a glass building.
Oh
Like,
shit, and I rolled ones on both of them.
Oh God, no!
No!
Well, I have total of 10 hit points now, so you know it was better than 4.
So I want you to roll me 3d4 plus 4.
I only have 2 on me, so 4, 7, 4, 8, I can't add, plus 4 is 12.
But for the next round, his armor class is -3 as he is hit by this dust
Nice.
and he solidifies.
This is the Moonlight King.
Yep.
Ooh, so I did something!
Why would you do this to me, beloved?
Yeah, slip.
Why would you scorn me so?
Wolf.
All right.
So he is not going to handle the breakup well.
Oh, I get to go? Alright.
Oh, it's my turn.
He's like the dude who's going to
Okay.
go around and tell all of his friends how awful you
So
were to him.
Diana's gonna
Probably.
disengage
Even though he was
from
horrible.
the sun guy.
Telix,
And
my new god.
Yep.
It was technically called the
your new
Dust
gas
of
is
He's
Dryness.
going to tell everybody
I
you're a
hope.
bitch.
So
That's
she's,
fine.
she's gonna
Awful.
cast
Even though
Power
he
Line
was
for fun.
Even though he was the terrible
Fine.
person in the
So
relationship.
that's a DC
You
15.
can deal with it.
DC 15.
She was so mean to
Wisdom.
me. She broke my heart.
I stopped making notes after Ellie dropped. Robot.
Yeah, you don't remember anything.
Well, you used to get
I
advantage.
got real distraught.
No!
Too many things.
I appreciate you.
Too many terrible
Is
things.
he a bunny?
He's a bunny.
Moonlight King is a...
No, Telix is a
Oh,
bunny.
that's
I rolled
awesome
a
also.
7.
Excellent.
And then I get to roll at advantage because of Fey ancestry.
God.
Roll the 5.
So does he have, like, I guess never mind. I don't know this stuff in character, so never mind. Yes.
Alright, so Telix is a bunny.
He's a flaming hot bunny.
But
That's-
yes.
He's a little glowy bunny, that's just fine. He can't.
He's a little nuclear bunny.
I don't want to see his fangs.
Nuclear bunny.
Okay, so
Adorable.
I'm going to attack the Moonlit King. So he looks like he's more corporeal.
Yes.
Do I think that I should use the thing with the sword now, or wait until he's less corporeal?
That's up to you, Nate. I can't
Alright.
tell
Do
you
it,
the
Nate.
story.
Yeah, we didn't have any time
Yeah,
to
do
go through
it.
any of this information. We all got
Okay, we'll do it
separated.
live.
Yeah!
I'm doing
Do
the thing.
it.
Do it live.
Nate's doing
Go
it, guys.
big or go home. This
Doing
is the show.
thing.
Oh!
I have inspiration.
I know what that is.
Okay.
You're my inspiration. You're bringing me
I think you're gonna
into
need
my heart.
this.
I had like poker face.
Natural
Done.
20.
Yes! Get him!
Not on a attack. You don't get a, you don't get a card on an attack.
They're 20s. It says all
no,
20s.
It's not. I get one of those.
Oh, those are
Oh, no, it's not those. It's one
I've
of
been
these,
doing that
isn't
all
it?
wrong with my
It's one
group.
of
That should
these.
have been drawn so many
All
of
right.
them.
So
Just on skills.
Yeah,
and
those are
everything.
skills.
Everything but
Attacks.
attack.
Insane.
Attacks are the other
That makes
thing.
a
I
lot more
forget.
sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of defeats the thing that I did, but that's okay. I'm going to roll my d6 to see if I recharge. I don't. That's okay. Alright, so this is piercing.
Does it not work? Because didn't you say if it didn't work, then something
it's
else could happen then?
Is piercing the second one?
I
The
have
little
to see.
arrow?
Looks like a sword.
Yeah. Piercing
Alright,
would be the arrow.
Yeah,
max
two
damage,
cross
and you may
arrows.
make another attack with advantage against the same target. So,
Nice.
that is 16 damage. I don't. You didn't say it did more with that. It was just that.
Yeah, it does the full effect.
Okay.
Yeah, it does the full effect critted.
So maximum damage with the crit.
Yeah.
So you're saying I do 32 damage since it's
Yes.
All right. Sweet.
And you get another attack.
I do get another attack. Just roll a 20 again. That would be great.
With advantage.
Nope. I rolled a 3.
With advantage.
You get advantage on
I
that
do get
attack.
advantage. And that's a lot of there. That is a 23.
So, that hits.
All right. And that is 10 damage.
Okay. He tries to parry, and his sword. Actually, you break his sword.
Oh.
And then stab into him, and he looks down at it, and he's like in disbelief.
Right.
And you hear a slow clap in the background as Loki's now sitting on the Galabdur that the bard was sitting on earlier, kind of just amused. Make me a perception check.
Alright. That is a 22.
The hole in the ceiling that Torn flew in earlier is now closed
Oh.
by a creeping darkness.
Oh, good. The convergence.
And you can hear a slight buzzing. You, on your second hit, you step aside and stab him in the side and move back with a flourish. And again, he looks down like he can't believe you're actually hurting him. And he's hurt. So, Diana's turn, I'm assuming.
Diana Polymorph, so
Oh, that's
tell us.
Alright. Magnar, you're up.
And using my keen adventuring skills, I would notice the what would probably be the rot coming in from
You feel that innate pull of the rot as you're being your feet are being moved by this shitness armor, this living armor you're now wearing.
then
There's some of it burrowing into your skin, and make me a Constitution save.
easy peasy.
He's used to this.
Yeah. 14?
That look.
That's fine. Is it something I would want to use inspiration on?
I would.
Okay.
Oh, that's some advice. Holy shit.
Luck.
Oh my god.
Nah, family, it ain't happening.
Bad rolls gotta go somewhere.
You feel these things inside you, and they're now growing.
Ew.
Like this stuff is now attached to you.
Unless I can use another thing
Oh,
of luck, but I can only use one luck thing,
One per round.
right?
It's just not me anymore.
Uh-oh.
Somebody else can have grubs. You got a lot of them, it sounds like, too.
Hey man, he don't want no grubs.
Wah,
I
wah.
hate you, Nate.
Oh, good Nate.
That was
Are you gonna
real
limit
good.
it like fucking Ebola man over here, or like
No.
fucking
'Cause
botfly mister?
I can't use my portent because that's before a roll.
What's Phil doing, by the way?
Phil's dead.
Phil's dead. Phil died.
Oh, Phil died? Oh, I
Phil-
missed
Phil be
that.
dead.
Well, isn't he back inside the thing?
he
I
exploded
missed
a
it.
bunch.
Doesn't he just go back inside
Oh,
the
I
thing?
missed
Phil,
it.
as per usual, like appears.
Now I've made
Yeah,
my
well, these-
list.
Takes a hit.
Orin, pick a card,
disappears.
any card, and then
Ooh.
pass it back to me so I can see what it is.
Do I look at it?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, he does?
Yes, he gets to see it.
He
The
gets-
dark powers have touched you.
Oh yeah, they're touching you hard.
it's the death card.
Show me on the hexagram where the dark powers touch you.
Dark side is power.
I've heard that.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
How long does this last?
Oh, it just goes on and on.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's a.
First conditions.
Yeah, we also have to go.
See, how long does this last? I could not tell if that was a good one or a bad one.
Probably not good.
Maybe a little of both?
None of it's good. I mean, it's good after you get over it, but I don't know what
Probably
that
fine.
is.
Oh, it's not like a gift from the dark powers that you've like made some sort of weird bargain with?
Oh, it's a gift.
The gifts are that he's going to get an armor class boost.
Okay, oh, so you basically you're buddies with Nurgle now for the 40k crowd. Or Warhammer crowd. Like, you get all sickly, but you're just resilient as a motherfucker.
So,
Accurate.
I'm gonna then cast the. Can I add flavor to the what would be a fire spell?
Of course, yeah.
And-
I would say it's not even fire anymore. It's
Right.
necrotic energy made up of death.
Dope.
Yeah, it's literally like flying, buzzing insects that are not even alive. It's their shells. It's
So-
like cicada shells just flying full of negative energy.
I'm gonna
That
shoot
sounds terrible.
the Rot Scorcher at the Moonlit King.
Okay.
So anybody within the straight line from me to him has to make a dex save of 15.
Who is that?
I don't think it would be anybody except for maybe Alzina.
Linda's probably in that. Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
was
she's
making it
definitely
Eli.
right in front of me.
Yeah.
Say I'm over there, but I don't know where his
Maybe.
angle is at.
Dex. No, she didn't make it.
That would be 12 necrotic damage.
Woof.
So
Okay.
she has 4 hit points left.
4 hit points. Yep.
Oof.
Is she down for 4?
Yeah, so she had 58 hit points. Is where she was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she would have took a short rest and used hit dice.
Okay, so I don't know what's her original.
Original is 58.
Yeah, then that's where she
she-
would have been.
She took 35.
Yep, she was so she was
yeah.
at 16 and then she just took 12.
Yeah.
She's at 4.
So she's at 4.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, you like this
Ew.
swarming black, just unbelievable horror comes flying off you. But you also like.
Did the Moonlit King make it?
Oh, I didn't even roll for that dude yet. I was too busy. No, he did not.
12.
12. This hurts him. Like he's like it sticks to him. It just like is attacking his form itself. And everyone can make me a perception check now because everyone is with it.
Oh my
better.
fucking god.
Man,
Yeah.
18.
Finally.
So bad.
Finally.
15 or above, raise your hands.
Balder did. Delzina did not.
Nope.
All right, 15 or above, you notice that Loki is all of a sudden panicked.
Technically, oh wait, I wouldn't have rolled that because I'm in the Imperial plane right now.
He's panicked as he sees what's coming.
Can you
And
see when
he
you're blinking?
begins
No.
to yell.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Who's up? Where are
What's
we
he
at?
yelling?
So I just went.
You just went. We're at the top of the pot, Balder. You're back.
I'm back.
What does he yell?
Oof.
He yells, No.
Balder is going to. Balder would have seen that, by the way. He wouldn't have.
Unacceptable.
I don't even know what it means.
Balder will kind of just take a look at Loki, be like, "Want to get out of
He's
here?"
looking up
Kinda
and
look.
you're seeing the rock come down out of the ceiling. And then you also saw the necrophage blast of nastiness that came out of you.
But the Moonlit King's still up.
Yeah, he's not looking good.
Was
Yep.
Telex the bunny in the path of?
No.
Okay. Where is Telex?
Plus, he's too low to the ground to be hit by that.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, it scorches across the ground.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
we'll
he would
just
have
say
been
it's
over
dead.
on the side.
Okay, I didn't know.
Plus,
where
if you
that was.
polymorphed him, wouldn't he just turn back anyway?
Yeah, he just
got
turns
hit.
back to
That's
Telex.
a
Just
20
pop
and a
back.
21 to hit.
Boom, boom.
2 attacks. All right. That.
Like, you finally, like, you're right there, and he's kind of surprised. His weapon's broken. He's hurting. Like, he literally looks up, and then you're just like, surprise.
And he's not a fiend or undead, I assume.
No, he's fine.
All right. That's. So first attack is 12.
12 hits.
No, 12
Oh, damage? Yeah. Oh, you told me, yeah.
And then
Both attacks.
the other hit is that's way better. That's 14.
You hit him, and you hit him the first time in the chin, and you can see, like, him move his ghostly form back, or his now half ghost, half not form back in his shape as his jaw kind of dislocated. And then you hit him the second time, and you can see his, like, he bends, like his shape is wrong, and he's trying to, like, put his shape back, but he almost looks like he's made of, like, rubber. He's so bent out of shape.
Hey man, no need to get bent out of shape.
And he looks at you and he says, "You can't do this on the night that I proposed to my most beloved.
he's moving real
How
fast.
dare you, sir?"
He's moving real fast in this
You just-
relationship.
It's
Balder
way
just,
too fast.
He sounds
way
like
too
me.
It's
fast.
a little less than
Yeah.
12,
Yeah.
like less than 12 hours.
And he's going to
Calm
drop all
down.
3 attacks on you.
It's too fast. I can't
Balder,
do it.
so Balder's turn.
Yeah.
Balder.
Not afraid to commit,
Points
but
out
it's too
resistance
fast.
Oh, okay.
Taylor Swift, you need to calm down.
Do you roll
Yeah, I just have to roll a 10 or above.
And
Okay,
he's in the back
so-
like, you are somebody that I don't
Oh gosh.
He manifests a cane, or staff, excuse me, out of light.
The sword cane.
Shit, yes.
Swoosh.
And he is going to. Oh fuck! I didn't realize I had legendary resistance 3 times today. I'm going to attack 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
I'm still in the air though.
No, I didn't need 3.
Oh, okay.
He's going to
Me, I threw powder on
Misty
him.
Step, jump to all of you.
Oh, that's
I can't
awesome.
be touched. It's canon.
You about to get touched. Sandra,
Ooh, you about to be
I
touched.
missed you.
Oh, I was gonna cast Sanctuary on him. Never mind.
I may have hit you.
So my
19.
AC was 14 as it before I got the bonus on having the shield. So do I get any extra bonuses on top of that having the
Chitness,
yeah.
+2.
So then that's 16
Yep.
plus shield, motherfucker. So 21 is my AC
Oh, damn.
now.
Wow. When did you put up shield?
Just now. That's a
Yeah.
reaction.
Oh, that's really good stuff. Hey, dog.
Yeah,
I
it
can't-
saves
I can't do that
wizards'
roll.
lives.
It does.
Literally.
22?
Yeah, that's a
The
hit.
wizard in my
Barely.
And I- yeah, barely.
Has it in, so
I
he's
yeah, I
gotta
can't
go
do
out
anything
and
about
spend
that.
Are you hurt real bad?
I'm about to be hurt real
Yeah.
bad.
And
I do have an
Oh, yeah.
inspiration
also
left, but I,
divination,
We'll see. what happens.
18.
and that
Okay.
shield has
Yo.
saved his life.
No, are you still up?
Help you.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Make a
I
con
want
saving
to
throw.
live like you're done with the carry.
I can heal you too,
But,
Nate, if I get to you.
Going down, that saves.
Actually, I don't have to get to you.
Oh no.
No, I do. It's a touch.
Yeah, that's a 6.
You're stunned.
Okay.
dare you?
Montebank!
Oh God.
Ow.
Allie, you're up.
But yeah, I'm not great.
Oh, Loki casts lightning bolt at the rock.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they begin to engage each other in combat.
For the sake of context,
Magical.
where is the Moon King, and is there anybody in a 10-foot radius around him, and whom?
Yes, Nate
You are?
and Royal would
I was
be-
melee.
I'm
so-
right there.
Okay. That answers my question.
Sorry.
How far are you?
He's 5 feet. He's within.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been attacking.
Allie is gonna heal him. Since, someone's in melee right now. We'll do... What do I want to do?
Were you healing the Moonlit King?
Let's do healing.
She's
Sounds-
had her own
sounds like
motives this
somebody else
whole
we know.
time. We're
Mwah!
literally all working for different people.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Confusing. We'll do healing word.
She was just really caught off guard by his charm, and she's like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Technically, one of the people I'm working for is statue now.
Oh, who did that?
Potentially forever.
Oh, no, it is forever.
Is it? Oh boy.
At this point.
I mean,
Statues
Wow.
are forever.
Diamonds are forever.
Diamonds are forever.
is it a statue of diamonds
What the hell's missing?
or just rock, like basalt?
Big basalt.
What I'm thinking is that she could get turned into the same kind of rock that the temple's made out of or something.
Oh, I thought you said bath salts.
Yeah, bath salts.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Just that's how I get my rage going. It's like I want to take a bite. I like cut
I
off
heal you
pieces
for,
of her
like,
statue
4.
and nibble
You
on
just
them.
do
some
It's
bath
something.
That's what my
Sorry.
bonus action
Sorry.
is. Just take some bath
It's all
salts
real
and
shitty.
put them in my mouth and I rub them all over my gums.
Torn, you're up.
Apparently,
Jesus
like, it's
Christ.
feast or famine
So,
with me tonight. Like, I have no in between
As he's
whatsoever.
smoking bath salts.
I have
Is
no
there anyone within 5
Like,
feet
you get a
of the
real
Moonlit
good
King
roll, or you
Yeah.
get
right
shit.
now?
Me. It's me.
Me too.
Still me.
Okay, I have my fucking aura thing that I don't want to like.
Fuck it. Do you want to win or do you want to hurt people?
I mean,
Or
dude
you
is
want a
taking a
little
lot of damage. He seems like.
I'm gonna flip this table at you.
Trying to kill me.
I've been
He,
sitting
he used to be he used to
25
be used
minutes
to
to figure
tables.
what I'm
Now
gonna
he's
do.
like, if you threw a door at me, I'd feel a lot better about this.
At this point.
Fuck, let's see here. So how many,
Move on, little
how many of the
dice.
guards did
Up out
I,
of
did I
that
take out any of the guards with my breath weapon last
Yeah.
time? Which recharged again, by
I'll
the
make
way.
you step on the D-force.
Deal.
I want to...
Oh boy.
Can I tell how, like, injured these two are looking if they're close? Do I have to make a perception
You can
check
make
for
me
that?
perception check.
Okay. Not good. 9.
9.
Boy.
Um,
I mean, out of
should
10,
you be able to tell if we're looking real bad?
If you're looking real rusty, then yeah.
I'm at a
That's
10.
me. Oh, I have
Yeah.
more than that.
I'm at
No,
I'm
you
at
look,
10.
You look really... Okay,
Yeah.
can I tell that she's looking, like, really messed up with
Yeah.
that
So,
little...
like,
Okay.
You could always call your shot and hold your action.
Yeah,
and-
I can do that. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I think I want to
because they both go right after you.
yeah, I want to call out to them.
Get out of the
You know-
way!
Back up! I'm coming down, and I'm gonna pull my sword
know-
out and get ready to dive bomb and just plunge the sword into him as soon as they move out of 5 feet from him.
I got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm stunned.
Oh,
But you don't know that.
that's true. Okay, well there you go.
I heard it.
All right, Roy, your turn.
So, being that I have 2 attacks, could I take one swing at him and then dodge and take Cortash with me? Like, jump and try to tackle him so we know? Damn it.
It's moving in action. You could run and ground him though.
I can. I feel like I'm the one who's supposed to kill the Moonlight King because he's the one who's connected us. And that's the thing. That's what I'm struggling with.
Do you
He's
feel
corporeal now. We gotta take the shot.
You already broke his heart.
That's why I feel like I need to probably
could've
Now
Kill him
break
real
his
deep.
body.
That's why I feel like I need to kill him.
Put him in a body
I
bag.
promise I'll try not to.
Can I tell how bad he looks? The Moonlight King?
Make me a perception check.
Is your greed gonna overtake your desire to
Crit.
protect your family and friends?
Get a blue card.
These
He
things
looks
you've
real
known your
bad.
whole
He
life?
doesn't look good.
I'm gonna take 2 swings at him.
She cares more about killing him than she does about your life, just saying.
I'm gonna say.
Well, no, I held my action until they moved out of the way. So
Yeah.
if they're not going to move.
Well, she can still move. She can attack.
I can
him.
still move. I just can't move
But
him.
Core won't. And
She
so
just doesn't care.
I'm not going to do
No,
anything.
I care to the point where I'm gonna scream at him to leave my friends alone. And then I rolled 2 18s,
Nice.
which is 24s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going until they're both out of the way. So that's what I held my action for.
That's not so great though. 10, 13, 14, 17, 20 damage.
He holds on.
How do you want to do this?
Because of
Exactly.
love.
How would you like to play?
Yeah.
I'm gonna swipe up once, and the next one down is gonna take his head off.
Excellent.
His head falls off. He looks at you and he says, "We could have had something real."
And then lightning shoots out of his body.
His body falls over.
Oh, thank God.
His eyes stay open and they watch you.
Creepy.
He says, "I'd like to watch you leave."
You're going to be seeing his eyes in your dreams for the rest of your life.
So,
Just like
His-
over in Martellum, it'll be fine.
so the
Yeah.
kind of
But
the
not
ghostly throne now has become substantial.
Is it a race to the throne?
You're kind of looking around and it appears like the rot is spreading across the ceiling, engulfing guards. Telex, you don't know where the bunny has gone. Loki is casting spells left and right, and is too focused on that to notice what you're doing. What would you like to do? You feel your chest
I was going to say, I want to go up.
beating so hot, and you can hear a voice in your head that says, none of these paltry Fae are worthy to sit on that throne. Cleanse this world in fire so it can be born again.
Do I get to take a turn real quick? Is that what? Okay. Hearing that voice, is this Bethmorn? Can I hear her voice? Okay. Hearing that voice, I'm going to see, and then seeing that Roya has just dealt the killing blow to the Moonlit King, I'm going to look up at the Rot and Loki, and I've been forgetting to mention this because we were just working on this today, but as I've been doing my breath attacks, my scales and my eyes, and like with my rage, my scales are starting to like glow like volcanic, like between the plates, and my eyes have like a forest green smoke, like kind of like think Lich King from World of Warcraft, like that blue kind of like, but it's green instead, and I'm just going to fly straight into the Rot and scream to everybody, "Get the fuck away!" And what is it called?
Oh God.
I am going to use
I'll pick up Core. We're gonna run.
my Death Burst.
Story over my
Feeling
shoulder. It's fine.
Like
I should
feeling
be
the
fine.
inside of my body like burning. I am going to use my Death Burst ability and fly right into the Rot, screaming as loud as I can with my rage, and I am going to do 10d12 of fire and force damage.
So,
With a 1 mile
I
radius.
beg your
I'm out.
pardon.
I'm out.
Even.
With a 1
With a 1 mile
radius.
radius?
I'm gonna give them a little bit to get away. I'm gonna start like tangling with Loki and
so
shit.
You could be a while to get a mile, I
he
think.
But
starts
I'm starting to like. I'm charging up. I'm charging up.
I'm flying because I can do that once a day and getting the fuck out.
I'm assuming everyone's going to beat feet.
Oh gosh, yes. Is Core okay, or do I need to drag
Yeah,
him?
I'm not stunned anymore after my turn.
So when you get outside the Crystal Palace, all of a sudden there's a path. And
How
it's
long are you taking to do this?
I'm gonna give you guys basically as long as I can until like my hit points are like almost gone. Like on my death bed, I'm going to fucking go.
So I can
nuclear.
cast a tiny hut.
you don't know if you have time.
Isn't that 10 minutes?
Like it's a minute.
Yeah, because
It's 1 minute if I cast it.
Torrin doesn't know if he has enough time, but
You're not sure you'll have enough time. So, as you start to run, a strange phenomenon occurs. A pathway opens up across these fields. You run beside the basalt cathedral, and it's almost like small brush fires lighting, but it's like a pathway. And you sprint, and the land gets shorter, and you find yourself, you recognize it especially, you're heading towards the hut. And then you're passing it full sprint.
The hags.
And Alzina is screaming to press on, and you run by the corpse of the crocodile. And
You're like, I did that!
Oh yeah.
hey,
and that's when you hear a detonation, and the entire world shakes.
93 points of fire and force damage.
That's it. Come on.
Jesus, though.
And the last thing you see is a plume of fire and smoke in the distance in the shape of a dragon rising up and burning everything in the surrounding area. The heat of the blast knocks you back through the rift that was open. And you are back where you began, in the forest, where broken trees are, and where
By the
you
river?
originally ran into the goatmen. You look back where you came from, in a slowly closing rift. You can see the ground scorched, already starting to sprout new life. And you see a large red dragon circling the sky before landing. You can see this off in the distance, shrinking down into size and walking into the basalt cathedral as the crystalline buildings slowly begin to reform and the portal closes. And that is where we'll leave it.
Oh.
Ooh, jeez.
Stupid. So stupid.
What?
So mad.
Did you want to rule it all?
Yeah, well, the Rot and I had a plan.
Not happening. They pissed off the wrong guy.
I was gonna.
Well, you have to remember this thing about dark powers. The dark powers are not just limited to that place.
Right. Well,
That
yeah.
follows you. So, and now you have this thing stuck in you.
The Rot. Okay, so that was the other question I was gonna ask. Is like, has that changed at all?
Oh no.
Okay,
you're,
good.
You're still infected.
Perfect. Man, we had it won.
Yeah.
We had
And I
D-
extra won it.
we had D&D.
Cleanse the fucking slate. All those dudes, fuck them. They were all awful.
So we went late. I'm really sorry, but I really wanted to make sure that we got this done. Mike, I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you. It has been excellent.
I really appreciate all the time and effort you put into Dungeons and Dragons, and you're a joy to play with. I know you've got many games you're running right now, so
2, soon to be 3.
we will most likely be looking for a new player.
Don't you guys not have a waiting list? I thought we had a
I
waiting
don't know
list.
if we. No, you need to keep this
Okay.
for yourself. Oh, that's.
Oh no.
That's for you.
That's for you, Dennis.
For you, Daddy.
How about everybody go on the table? Tell people where they can find you. Yeah, and if you possibly have a suggestion of who we can add to our merry band of folks.
Are we married?
We're very merry.
I was.
We're super merry.
Super married.
I think now we'll have some very interesting conversations to be had.
Yeah.
Yup.
Although we gotta talk.
Let's have ourselves a chat.
Patron's dead.
BT Dubs, I still killed part of
No.
like an aspect of your patron.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Loki probably got
I'm sure
out.
He's an
Fine,
aspect,
I'm
so there's
sure
more
he's
than one
fine.
part of him.
We'll
Pretty
find
sure
out.
he got out.
He's not dead,
He's
but that
fine.
form is probably like, I mean, maybe like a pile of sort of ghostly smoking ash. I hope, because fuck that guy more than anyone.
Well, you know,
Ow.
Ow.
Tell us how you really
Hey,
feel.
he's the one who tricked us into the frickin' place.
out of game, I'll tell you this. No. He just went back. It all restarted. You don't know who's sitting on the throne.
Right.
Could be the.
Yeah, it was like a cyclical thing.
Yeah. They're just stuck. They're all just stuck there to go through this shit over and over and over again.
But we're not stuck there, and that's all that matters.
And I'm gonna fucking
We're
keep
stuck
him in
somewhere
line.
else.
Man, we could have done it. We could have done it.
You
Could've had
could have
all-
Could
won.
have been a contender.
Could have won D&D.
It looked like we had it won.
I thought we were gonna win it.
We did have it won. You guys did win. You all got away, and all the
we
fucking awful people
won.
died.
I think it went fine. I
Yeah.
don't have a creepy boyfriend anymore.
You got a lot of loot.
Maybe
you
that
got
was
to
my
And I got some loot out of it, so I'm not
I
gonna.
Boyfriend's
really
gone.
wanted to, like,
I just
throw
don't
my
want the
bag,
creepy boyfriend.
All my shit in
Okay,
it.
let's wrap up.
Before, but I never
Sandra.
came up. I was really hoping we'd have a moment.
Cassandra,
to, like,
you
talk
can only
before
find
we
me on
went in.
Facebook,
Didn't really know
which
exactly where things
I only
were, but
recommend
once
if you
I
want to
listened
see
to the episode,
recipes
I was
or
like,
animal pictures. So
Shit.
Well, shit.
I
solid.
got a bunch of useful crap in here.
Solid.
Does everybody find you anyway?
Say goodbye.
No, not anymore. Actually, I'm not really on social media, and this is my last session because of vehicle matters. So I will not be around for a while. But it's been real fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's the only D&D game where I'm a player in it and not the forever DM.
But knows the feeling.
I know I talked about it a
Oh,
lot. But yeah, it's been great.
Whenever I play, I get real weird, so
It's maybe
He's
for the
fun to
best.
play with.
I get real weird.
He does, but it's good.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yes,
It's good
enjoy it.
entertainment.
committed
I
to his
feel like you
characters.
eat people a lot. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of cannibalism when you're.
I do. You know what? That is freaking.
like-
That was like a running thing.
Really?
There's something you're not telling
There's
me.
a lot of
It's all
cannibalism.
implied.
It's implied cannibalism.
So like a
If
Fade to
it's
Black
not
scenario?
that,
I
then
may
it's
or
like
may
a-
not have eaten someone during that cold winter.
Yeah. If it's not that, it's like a super commitment to like some super religious.
And I
Guy.
got this fancy, sweet
I have
octopus
played a
pin.
lot of paladins.
You do play a lot of paladins.
Oh, paladins are the hardest.
You can find me at or invite on everything.
Or in
And
Japan.
We're
You
in
will
Japan.
find me in Japan
Yeah.
at the beginning of February for GCW and for Freedoms.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It will be streamed. I don't know on what platform or what the details are yet. Tickets are available if you have the means to go to Japan.
Who are you wrestling?
I am wrestling Masashi Takeda in the first night. So, and he just celebrated his 14th year in professional wrestling.
Wow.
And
Wowzers.
I'm about to celebrate my 5th. So
Nice.
Damn.
it's definitely surreal at this point. Like I set the goal that 5 years, if I didn't make it to Japan before 5 years, I was gonna have to reconsider being a professional wrestler, and I made it to Japan.
You did it,
before 5
buddy.
years.
Nice, dude.
You did it.
Yay!
It's crazy. It's still
Proud of you,
Big
buddy.
shouts for you.
Clap harder if I didn't have a pin in my hand.
I'm not gonna clap because you know how proud I am of you. I don't want to cry.
Aw.
Aw.
You can find me everywhere on social media at WarriorMN.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
DDT.
Oh yeah, sure.
No,
fine.
Nate wants to. Nate wants
Fine, twist my arm.
Yeah.
Nate's
It
Check.
was, that's okay.
Check DNDDT.com tomorrow for an all-new edition of D&D, where you can see what we all did.
It's very good.
All the details, who might have gotten an owlbear in another game.
There isn't an owlbear.
There's not an owlbear yet.
We have an owlbear. One of my
But
names.
to find that out, you can
Owlbears.
listen to us on the D&DDT podcast. That would be at DNDDT podcast on Twitter.
It's very
you can
good.
follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @CubicleZombie.
Lots of hot takes. All good.
You can find me on Twitter and all social medias @SmarkyBatch with an E, not an I. You can also follow my podcast, which is The Married Marks. You can find us on Twitter @MarriedMarks or @MarriedMarks.com. We update every Friday morning for your listening pleasure, and I will have new articles coming out next month through Fansided, so you can follow them there as well.
Nice.
I 3D print stuff sometimes.
It's dope.
Anyway, you really can't find me doing a lot because I'm really boring
Could a
now.
bird
Oh,
carry a
shush.
glass
But
when it's brittle?
Heel Turn Radio. We've got a bunch of episodes in the can that are now getting released that were interviews. And
The Lost Files.
The Lost episodes, there was like 9 of them. And then we are recording again Wednesday, I think. Yeah, we had a bunch more interviews coming up with all sorts of folks from all walks of wrestle life. So you can go do that, and then you can find us here every 2 weeks playing in this wonderful game. So thank you for sticking out for the extra 37 minutes. Hope it was worth it, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, Doug. Thanks, Doug.